And we're back.
Hey.
From another outstanding episode of Square Table Degenerates Podcast.
Hi.
I'm your host, as always, Joe Farrell.
Why do you got to scream, man?
It's Friday night, it's 9:30, it's time to party.
Actually,
as
that's
always,
pretty quiet than he normally is.
To my right, your left, it's Pat. Say hi, Pat.
Hi, everybody. How's everything going?
We're all back in the studio, man, chilling.
Happy Friday. Happy weekend. I got tomorrow off. It's going to be a good weekend.
Right
Happy Juneteenth, too, as
well.
well.
Neighboroonies.
Oakley dokley doo, neighborino.
And to his right, your left, Pat's left, it's Mr. Don C. Don Shear.
What's going on, everybody?
He's back. He's back.
He got let loose from the dungeon of the Amazon, bro. You got to be tired of motherfucker, man.
Dude, next week's gonna be crazy. It's the Prime week. It's gonna be
it's Prime. It's Prime days and shit. Yeah.
So it's gonna be fucking insane.
Wow.
It is what it is, man. It's a decent job if you can deal with all the HR bullshit you're in there.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna get paid a decent amount.
That's everywhere, though.
Yeah. In the house, we got earlier. We had Jules and somebody else was chatting earlier. I can't remember because the comment got gone.
Where has she been?
No, not Jules. That Jules. Jules. The different Jules. Julie Gilpin. But Jules,
Where has that Jules been?
I don't know. Tuna's in the house, though. All hail Tuna. Janice is in the house. Braden Estrela's in the house. Welcome, Braden. Ain't seen him in a while.
You know, it was nice having a little female add in every now and then. Other than that, it's a fucking sausage party here.
True.
And then you scared her off somehow. What'd you do?
No, she got new friends. She hangs out with JoJo Rodriguez all the time. They're always hanging out, bro. They're constantly fucking at the beach or at West Park Station. That's pretty much all they go is the beach.
Who's that, Jules?
The beach at West Park Station, yeah. Jules, if you're out there watching, we love you, but you're at West Park Station a lot.
You suck.
So much.
What the fuck's at West Park Station?
Oh, it's
not a bad bar. I like that bar.
It's a bar.
It's a bar.
Yeah, it's a bar. It's just a normal bar. They go up there.
It's in the West Park area. That's why they call it.
Dorito and the Lucha Capri is in the house. Let's talk about sausages. Bobby Catton's in the house. What's up? I just saw Bobby last week at Keith Fest. We were down in Evansville. It was a pretty good trip.
What's it called?
We call it Keith Fest because one guy's name is Keith.
So how was tell us about your experience there? How was it?
So we drove down to Evansville, and we left Friday morning. We left really early, honestly, really early, because it was we left 7:30 because we shot for 7, so we left about 7:30, and we got down there about 2:30-ish. Then we checked in the hotel, took a nap. Then we just went over there about 5, hung out with Keith for a little bit, and then people started trickling in. There's some brisket on the grill. She was good. The motherfucker's not a cook, bro. That's the only reason I hooked up, because I know these people like to cook and shit. It's amazing, man. It was such great food.
So you went 4 hours out of your way for food?
No, everybody was down there. We all hung out in the hotel. Well, we had a hotel room, and then we all partied and shit. And so it was a big party. Big YouTuber meetup. It was legit, man. It was fun as fuck. And then on Saturday morning, we slept in a little bit, but her and I wanted to go see we went up to Terre Haute, Indiana, and we saw Indiana State University is a big Larry Bird statue. You probably saw a picture on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's 15 feet tall. So we went up there and we came back, about 4 or 5 o'clock, just started doing the same thing that night. It was hot as fuck, though, dude. Saturday was hot as shit. These guys are watching the game in case you're wondering what they're looking up at. The basketball game's on right now. Some of you are ahead of me, but there's 10 minutes left in the fourth. The Phillies or the Sixers are up 81-78 on the Martin Luther Kings. All right, squirrels. Wait, squirrels in the house? Where did I see squirrel? Oh, there's squirrel. Hey, squirrel. What's up, Al?
I mean, technically, he ain't lying. Their jerseys do say MLK.
Right.
Well, it's Atlanta.
I thought it was Milwaukee, and because they even got Milwaukee's colors on. When the hell did the Atlanta Hawks become green?
Yeah.
Well, the Hawks got a billion jersey colors.
Yeah, they got. They're ADD when it comes to color.
But don't fall asleep with me just because you got off work, bro. All right, so
fuck you, man. I'm just yawning.
For those of you just joining us,
some of us don't sit at home all day on a computer.
Exactly.
We actually work.
It's work,
exactly.
Bro. It's work, and it's not my fault. We had off.
Dude,
today.
your work is basically 99.9% messaging people on Messenger.
Today was a holiday, bro. It's not my fault. It's a federal holiday today. I had off today. So today's Father's Day.
No, today's not Father's Day, ass clown.
Sometimes
2 days from now. Today's Juneteenth.
Sometimes soon is Father's Day. Happy Juneteenth, everybody.
Our first Juneteenth ever.
This is a Father's Day show, so we're going to talk about fathers. And
By the way, the dumbest fucking name for a holiday. I'm just putting
Juneteenth.
it out there.
I'm
Yes.
not gonna disagree. I never did I remember the Juneteenth celebrations. I didn't really hear about them until I started working at the
Like,
beginning.
I get there's a reason you call it that, but you
But
come
what
up
is-
with a better name.
But what is the reason? Though? How is that related to what?
It's the end of the celebration of the end of slavery in 1865.
But why they call it the T? I don't know where that.
Yeah, it's just a word. Yeah, I don't know, it's a weird word. But after a while, it becoming the back in the day, hoodies sounded stupid. We called them hooded sweatshirts, but now everybody calls them hoodies. You know what I mean? Like wife beaters. Nobody called them wife beaters in the 70s. That wasn't until cops came out, and then they called them wife beaters.
So yeah, Father's Day is 2 days from now, this coming Sunday.
So what we got
This dude
is
just related slavery to a wife beater.
He's an idiot.
no. I said that the wife beaters weren't called wife beaters until like the 80s and 90s after cops came
You
out.
took a detour that neither one of
All
us
right,
were
so
on.
I got a gift from Kayla. She's my oldest stepdaughter. She's 23, and she got me some wheat thins, which we're gonna enjoy on the show because I really like wheat thins. And she also got me some sour cream and onion Pringles, which are really good. Pat's gonna dive into the wheat thins and taste test them. Make sure there's no poison. She also got me a card.
She got you first.
She gave me a card right there, Grandpa Edibles. And it says, best dad in the galaxy you are. And I was kind of disappointed because there wasn't a $5 bill in it, but it says, thank you for all you've done. I am. Happy Father's Day. I love ya. She didn't write, I love you, which is kind of disappointing as well, but it says Kayla and Tony Joe. That's the baby's name. And the baby didn't put his footprint on there, so it's 3 disappointments in the card. So the card gets a 97 out of 100. Still a good card. I'm just teasing. Calm down. My God, you people. Calm down. But I got that, and she got me a
I
mug,
can
too.
totally see you critiquing somebody's career.
And she got me a mug. The mug is funny. She
This is just
probably saw this online. And it says, even though I'm not from your sack, I know you still got my back. And it's a picture of balls.
Wow.
Don sure would love that one with the picture of balls. This is hilarious. Still in a cup. So what are you getting anything from, as Olivia, got anything for Father's Day? Are you hanging out with her? Or what are you guys doing?
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
Is she going to California this week, or is that like
No,
coming
that
up?
ain't this week.
Okay. She's all over the place. Well, I mean, she's fucking 18, so I mean, everybody's like that. But yeah, her trips and posts she's going all over the place. She travels a lot for an 18-year-old, man.
More power to her. Have fun when you can. While you can.
Where's she
Dude,
going?
if you're out there and you're young, you go to concert.
She's going to Chicago or Columbus, Chicago, and in California.
2.5 billion to
Wow.
children. So you got so many kids, bro. It's
Where
ridiculous.
in California is she going?
I have no fucking clue.
Oh.
It's called parenting. You
Yeah.
just kind of at 18, you kind of go, okay,
I think she's going for a rock concert or something.
yeah.
Oh, is she 18 now?
She'll be 18 in October.
If you look at her Facebook page and just follow where she goes, then it's easier. I mean, if you're looking to track her, because most kids that age, help.
Don't stalk my daughter
I'm not.
on Facebook.
I'm not.
What the fuck did you just do, Joe?
I'm not. I'm saying if you want to look where people go, just look at their Facebook posts. People want to post where we're
Except
going.
for people like me who don't post every movement on Facebook.
Well, we know where you're at. You're either at work, at the
Nah.
house, or here. That's it. You don't do a bunch of stuff. Chaddio's in the house. Welcome, Chaddio.
I do quite a bit of shit. What are you talking about?
You
I do more than you.
But when you do it, you post it.
No,
Tell me.
I really don't.
Yeah, you do. If you're with Jen House and you post that shit. You
No,
do.
I
Well, yeah, of course.
So that's all you do then. You're
I mean,
either-
he posts what he's posted that he's hanging with her, but he doesn't necessarily say what he's doing.
Right. You don't know where I'm at. You just know I'm with her.
Yeah.
I
I'll
bet you if we
agree.
go to your posts right now.
I'll let you.
Well, I mean, you've been working for so long, so we have to go back millions of months to find out what you were working $1,000 a week. But
Or you could be like him and say, I'm at Danny Boy's Pizza and take a selfie and you don't see the restaurant or anything. Or I'm
It's
at
just
Danny
his
Boy's
smiling
Pizza,
half-ass.
or I'm
mug.
with Kim and Jimmy and Nikki and you don't see any.
and
family. You just
then
see
none,
them.
none of the three are in the picture. It's literally
well,
just
that's
them.
by design because Nikki and Kim don't like the pictures taken. Jimmy don't mind it, and I, obviously know that I love this. I love getting my picture taken because I'm beautiful. And who else we got out there?
Doesn't even show that.
Ski Girlie's in the house. Welcome.
Mel shows himself.
Other Bobby, Alex Bear's in the house. Welcome, welcome.
Literally, the only publicity they get from any of that is the fact that he mentions their name.
Well, I'm not going to post myself up in a restaurant with the family and not acknowledge the family. They might not want to be in the picture, but Facebook is like an online diary, bro.
How about you don't have to check in everywhere you're going?
yeah,
You live
that
in
too.
anonymity.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, I'm a public figure, bro.
I mean, every time you're out with Emily, I don't see a post of where you're at. I might
Okay.
see a picture of you two.
Well, he doesn't want to tag himself in at the Dollar Tree every day.
Wow.
I'm kidding you, buddy. I'm kidding you. He goes to the Dollar General. All right, so
The fuck does the Dollar Tree have? Man? I'm missing.
I have no. He's just saying shit because I'm cheap. That's why I brought the Dollar Tree.
we like teasing him because he's cheap.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I just never got the idea of checking in. You know,
No,
Well,
I
it's
don't
because
like.
you don't go anywhere. That's why you don't check in.
unless I go somewhere cool, then I'll be like, then I'll tag myself. I'm at the Indians game, but then if I'm going with somebody, I normally don't tag. And then like Hernan and Mike, for example, get mad if I go to Indians game and I don't tag them, or you're there. You're like,
I
why
don't
you
get
tag
that
me?
getting mad because you're not tagged. At
I'm like, I don't know. I just didn't tag you. What does it matter? Go tag yourself.
Hernan's weird. Cody said he's a public figure. I'm just teasing Cody. Obviously, I'm full myself.
But I just never. I mean, yeah. If I'm going to somewhere cool, I'll tag. But I'll check in. But
Doing some fuck. Oh, I forgot to show the cheese, bro.
ooh,
We got American cheese dip. It's not the Kraft. It's the knockoff stuff. It's pretty good though. I can fuck with it. Try it.
I'll fuck with some.
So we're enjoying the cheese. So out there, did anybody get some cool gifts so far for Father's Day? Anybody get like a new ATV or a tie or something like that?
I don't think they got their gifts yet, Joe.
You never know, bro.
He still thinks Father's Day is today.
I said, did anybody get their gifts yet, motherfucker? Implying it's not yet. Fuck with this guy. 450
That
pounds.
was not even a sentence, first of all.
I said, fuck with this guy, and I pointed to you. That's a full fucking sentence. Welcome to the party, Colin. Colin's in the house. Colin McMahon.
Hi.
Colin's awesome, man. Colin's a good dude. I'm about to bust open these sour cream and onion chips.
Thanks for tuning in.
Let's pretend we're reviewing these a la one of our favorite reviewers in Denver. Well, you can really smell the onion part and then the sour cream. Let's taste them.
Remember when he was explaining what a taco is?
This is a
I just
joke.
had fucking flashbacks.
This
of that.
is a joke. This is a joke. This is an inside joke. Wow, the
No, it's not.
effervescence of the chip is
It really
really
was.
showing right now.
In case you've never had a taco,
This is an inside joke.
it's a
Like,
corn tortilla
like two guys are
folded
getting
in
this joke.
half with meat.
Two guys are gonna get this joke,
lettuce,
bro.
cheese, and
Jeez.
sour cream in the middle.
We're allowed to do inside jokes, bro. It's an inside joke show.
Guess what a square is?
We're all about inside jokes. Just because all the fucking computers do the math for you at Amazon.
What
bro,
are you wearing?
doesn't
I
mean-
just noticed your ring. Your ring.
Oh, it's a
What is
Browns
that?
championship ring, bro.
Okay.
Browns world champions, 1965, 1964.
Nice. Where'd you get that?
I got it at Tiffany and Company in New York City. It was $155,000. I had to, I took all my dad's whole estate and bought that ring. I'm kidding. It was right.
You would. Though. You
We
would.
know you're way cheap.
You
I would.
would.
Right? That's the funny thing is people can see me doing that shit. That's great. That's great.
Talk about Father's Day, and he's talking about doing that.
So, as we said
Only
earlier
Joe.
in the show, Sunday is Father's Day. Tomorrow is the 5-year anniversary of the Cavs title too.
Oh, what day?
Tomorrow.
Oh shit! 5 years ago. Let's talk about that for a second.
Well.
Let's talk about that for a second, man.
So we can talk about it right now if you want.
How great was that? That was one of the great. I mean, that sounds pretty. Shallow
Well, it's
to
probably
say.
one of the pinnacle moments in our lives as Cleveland fans. I mean, we waited for it throughout the whole 80s, throughout the whole 90s.
I cry like a little baby, man. Cry like a little baby.
I think I shit
See, I
myself.
don't get that mentality of crying at a sports victory.
Well,
Because-
you're not the biggest sports fan. I mean,
What you need to realize is being a Cleveland fan, you go through so much.
Well, no
trials
shit. I'm a Cleveland fan
tribulations,
myself.
and you get going through all miss it by that much and that much, and just to finally see it, and there's always something happening. The block and the fumble and you heard all that stuff. Game 7.
Cody says 5 years and no one's thought. Well, that's because fucking a certain toolbox named LeBron James likes to, not get along with Kyrie Irving and fucking destroy a good pairing. It was still winning championships if they would stay together.
But
Because if Kyrie and LeBron would have got along and stayed together, other people would have came over and they would have made it work for another couple championships. But hey, whatever, man. People are selfish in basketball.
but
I blame that on LeBron, not Kyrie, by the way.
yeah, but I mean that was just something. I mean, there was no way they should have won, but it just everything came together at the right time.
It came down 3-1, bro.
They came together they came down 3-1. Just
Now,
came
see,
together.
that was
It's very un-Cleveland-like.
right.
Very un-Cleveland-like. And remember Kevin Love's defense on Steph Curry? Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Coming back fucking.
He never played defense like that in his life. And he hasn't before, and he hasn't since.
So,
My God.
as we alluded to, the Lakers. Boo! Lakers are sitting there watching the playoffs.
I like the Lakers, though, man. I've always been a fan of the Lakers.
I mean, the Lakers now are. I mean, I'm not gonna root for the Lakers when LeBron's on there. I mean, I'm just not. Yeah, I'm not gonna root against them. I'm just not gonna. I just don't care. I mean,
See, are you like mad he left again, or?
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, he's gonna do what he wants to do. It's kind of.
I mean,
it's kind of stupid for his legacy to go to LA. That's just my opinion. I mean,
well, I mean,
he could have won
that
anywhere,
was.
but-
I mean, he wants to get into movies. I mean,
yeah,
just do that
I
space
mean,
shit.
quit fucking,
Yeah,
quit playing basketball first.
actually having a movie career.
I mean,
I think it's more like he wants to be more like behind the scenes.
Well, he's rich enough to where he could finance his own career if he wanted to.
Fuck over.
You know what I mean? But he's not. I'm not.
Pat's getting so pissed because you keep talking over him, dude.
He didn't. He was stopping talking.
No, he
I
wasn't. He
know.
was taking a breath.
LeBron wants to have his own production company. Is what's. I think he wants to be more behind the scenes man.
Did you make your own hand sanitizer? Pat's special.
Dude, I told you this last time. He's so cheap, he's making his own.
Look, this
I
bottle.
don't even know how.
Do you remember? That's the one thing I miss about the first part of the quarantine. You remember those videos that used to come out? It'd be how to make your own hand sanitizer. Just be some chick with no bra and she's going like this, or Tiffany going up and down and shit. There's like 15 videos just like you know what I'm talking about.
I don't think I've ever seen these videos.
I've never seen that in quarantine when it was first part of April of last year. They're like, all right, we're gonna make some hand sanitizers. So step one, get a bowl, and then just be some chick with top, and then like 30 seconds in, she's just going like this for fucking 10 minutes. You know, the whole long of the video, and just it's only her boob. The whole point of the video is to get her boobs to shake. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's under the guise of making hand sanitizer. It's fucking hilarious. So, where is your dad right now?
He should be at home with my mom.
All right, so your dad's alive. How old is your dad?
He was born in 57.
57. So he'd be what? 65? 64.
47. Or
64.
no, 67.
64.
67.
Wait, if you're born in 57.
No, 64.
Yeah, 64. All right.
Dude, why are you having me do math?
You know,
Like, what part of that seemed like a good idea right there?
well, I told you worked at Amazon, bro. You should just like be able to do math through your
There
head.
is no numbers in Amazon.
Is it color based?
It's not color based either.
Employees X take the package to bin area blue. Is that even? He's got a letter on his shirt. He just walks around and says X. Here's employee XA. XA to area to the gold area. XA to the gold area. He just takes the package over and tosses it, yes, and walks around. Now, is it? Is you guys like? We got to delve into this career because I'm kind of curious, honestly, man. Is it like you say you got 12-hour shift? How long was your lunch break for that? You got like a half hour, or what?
It'd be 2.5 hours.
Okay, that's not too bad.
I thought we were talking about feathers.
We are. We can sidebar.
Just took a wide left.
I mean, people at this point are probably just pity watching anyway, so we can just talk about whatever. But so you get 2 half-hour breaks. Do you get like smoke breaks? Oh, you don't smoke anymore. What?
You quit?
I quit in January. You
January.
didn't notice this?
No, I didn't, man.
All the times I've been here, there
Nope.
has not been a single cigarette lit, and you've never caught on to that.
Well, to be fair, you've only been there a couple times.
I mean-
You've been working nonstop.
Maybe I saw you do. Okay, you vape?
No,
Oh, okay.
I had my
Gotcha. Okay.
what do you call it?
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah. Oh, well, good for you, man.
Now I can think of the name of the damn thing. The thing with the little THC cartridges.
Oh yeah, the big pens.
But, well, it's the same as a vape pen, yeah, but it's with THC, not
good.
nicotine.
Do
Good for you, man. That's good. I'm proud of you, man.
now? Do you like if you got to go to the bathroom?
You just walk off and go to the damn bathroom.
Oh, there's the rumors you don't have to clock out and all this. Okay.
Clock out.
I heard that. I mean, I haven't really researched it. But I mean, like the videos.
No, look, it's basically like this. You punch in, you do your job, you walk away when you want, you come back. You are allowed 30 minutes of time off task, which is basically 30 minutes of bullshit with anybody.
We used to have it called release time. Just you walk up, get coffee, whatever. Yeah.
Right. It's not bad at all.
Nice. Jimmy's making us cheese cracker sandwiches or chip sandwiches. All right, so Pat,
Yes, sir.
where's your dad right now?
My dad is probably at home watching Casablanca for like the 150,000.
Oh, that's actually a question later on, so remember that. What?
What?
Not about Casablanca, but what's your dad's favorite movie is a later question. So
Okay.
remember that for later.
Okay.
But how old's your dad?
My dad is 69. No, he really is 69.
Nice. Okay. That's enough. That's enough. Of the,
Damn, your dad's old,
that's,
bro.
that's
How
enough
old
of
are
the.
you?
That's enough of crackers.
I just turned 40.
Yeah, Pat's 40, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, I turned 40 in May. Hey Jimmy, can I see some of that cheese, please? If you're done with it.
So are both you,
Thank you,
both
sir. I
you, both you
appreciate it.
guys, is your
Thank
dad, your parents are still married, both of you?
Yep.
Okay, there were no stepdads in either. They both
Nope.
first. Okay, nice. I think we're all across the table were like that, even Jimmy.
That is fucked up. The few times I can actually read your mind. That's fucked up.
So your parents are still together?
Yeah, my parents are still together.
Oh, that's awesome. How long have they been married?
They've been together since '76.
Okay.
Nice. Those years my parents got married in '76. They were together a couple years before that, but they got married in '76.
My parents got married in 80.
1980. All our parents in their fucking giant laser shoe weddings and shit.
Yeah.
Walking out there, fucking all the groomsmen are in fucking big ass leisure suits. I can't talk today, man. Leisure suits.
Leisure.
All right. So, what do you like most about your dad? There's gotta be something you like most about your. Okay, enough with the cheese crackers.
I don't know. My dad's cool, man. As I got older, my dad's cool. You get what I'm saying? It's that kind of friendship thing now.
Once you get older, you usually because when they're a teen, they teens rebel against their parents. How life goes. And then one more handful. That's enough crackers for you. And then after a while, you do become friends. And usually it's after college. Usually, that mid-20s kind of time frame. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You go off to your military thing, your college thing, you'll go work, whatever, and then a lot of times people just come back home. How old were you guys when you all? Well, I hesitate to ask this question because I know it's going to offend Pat, but how old was everybody when they moved out the house? Like, how old were you when you left your dad's house? 23, 24? I think I was like 22, 23 or so. But there was little breaks in there.
There's like a.
Because I did
You
the
leave and
service.
come back though.
That's how it was until until I got the apartment. But where Caleb was kind of like that. I'd move out for a year or two, move back home for a month, fucking go off to a military trip, shit like that.
What does that have to do with your dad?
What's that?
What does that have to do with?
Living with your dad. I mean, that was just a sidebar question. It wasn't.
I didn't answer the first question.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, you're asking what I like most about my dad.
Yeah.
Just making me into the man I am. The advice he's given me.
My
dad was a military. Was your dad in the military?
He was not. No, he only had one kid.
Your dad was.
Yeah.
What branch was he in?
I believe Army.
My dad was in the Air Force, and he was a.
Ooh, I just thought of a good
He's
question.
got that military mentality, so he kind of instilled that in me at a young age. Even though
When you guys were little, did they do military wake ups and stuff? Like your dad just come in like.
My dad would just like bust open the door and be like, "Get up,
Boy, get your ass up."
yeah,
I would. I never.
get up. It's time to go to school. Come on, no lollygagging. Go."
I was always the first one up, man, because I had a paper out when I was little, so like I would get up at like I don't know 5. Sometimes I would like go back to sleep for a little bit, until about 5:30. But I was always up
Yeah.
every day before 6. 365 days a year, so I never had a problem with
Yeah.
service. Put that in front of the box.
Oh, sorry.
Put it right here. It's fine. Just don't get that because you want to have a microphone.
Yes. My apologies, sir.
So what do you like least about your dad? Everybody has something about their dad. Like my dad, for example. The thing I would say I like least about him is that he was very unrefined. Like he, because like he married my mom when she was really young. She was 19. He was like 24, something like that. And he didn't really. I mean, he dated a couple of girls here, but he never really had to, finesse and learn how to deal with chicks, because he just did whatever, and just said whatever, and even until he died. You know what I mean?
Wow.
No.
I'm starting to see a
It took me a long time to learn how to deal with chicks, bro. I mean,
You're so full of shit. You ain't figured it out yet.
Shit, I know how to deal with chicks. Oh, y'all out there, you know what I'm talking about.
Like when me and growing up, when me and my siblings would fight, and sometimes he would just automatically yell at me because I was the oldest one, and he had this in his mind that I'm the oldest one. I need to set the example, so I'm going to get shit on the most. Even if I felt that it wasn't my fault, that's one thing. And like sometimes he wouldn't let me explain myself. He would just be like, he would just talk over me and be like, I don't want to hear it.
That's it. You want to boom? That's it.
Y'all just missed the fight.
Pats can blame. Who got the fight? Joel Embiid and who?
Some little short dude.
How about?
No, you can't eat those.
How about you, Don?
What do you like least about your dad, Don? It's the only negative question on the list.
I don't know, man. I think the fact that my dad could absolutely fucking shut me up with just one line because he's such a soft-spoken person. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's so...
Mm-hmm.
He speaks so little that the words he says has such an impact that it can shut down a situation.
Isn't that funny how that is? And there's probably not a lot of people that can do that to you, right? Because you like to... If someone tries to give you shit, you'd be like, you know...
Well, I'm kind of... Right. I'm the more vocal.
There's something about your dad where they can say something,
right?
And it makes you shit your pants. Like, oh fuck, dad's talking.
See right here.
Oh, that's weak. He's tussled. It's weird how they can fight like that. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Joel Embiid and number 30 on the Hawks kind of little skirmish. It was nothing. But like it's weird though how in hockey they just go fight. They let them fight for like
they punch right in the face.
Right, they let them punch. Like in NBA and football, you cannot get one punch in. They block everything.
Plus, my dad had like a really short temper too, or my dad has a very short temper too.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes he was just like the second we started yelling, he just get mad. He wouldn't give us a chance to explain ourselves.
That's me.
Like, yeah. That's
100% me with these guys, especially my kids. Oh, Lep's in the house. What's up? He said, Big Don's a legend. You're getting called a legend, bro.
I think he's talking about my dad.
Oh, he said, you're Big Don's a legend. Is your dad? What is your guys' name yesterday? What are your guys' dad's names?
I do not share a full name with my dad, but I share a first name with my dad.
I got the same first name as your dad? Okay.
I have my dad's name is Francis, goes by Frank. That's my middle name, Francis.
Okay, I'm the same way as my dad. My dad's name is James. My son's name is James, and my middle name is James. So it's like got a troika of Jimmy's in the house. Lep is in the house. Welcome, Lep, to the chat. So let's see here.
Jimmy, what do you like most about your dad?
Oh yeah, Jimmy said he had a question. Come over here, Jim. Come here.
Tell us about your father.
You got one. He said he wanted to ask one question. Come on over here. You guys saw Jimmy yesterday on the show, I think. No, he was.
Oh
here.
yeah, Nick. I thought it was Nikki.
No, Nikki was here yesterday. But come on in real quick. What do you want to ask?
The one question I want to ask you all is, if you were to be in a different timeline that you were not dad, would you be in that timeline?
Oh, so he's saying, would you pick a different life where you weren't a dad? Well, Pat doesn't really have that option yet.
I am not a dad.
He's not a dad yet, so he's.
I would love to be a dad
Everyone
someday.
besides Pat.
All right. So I mean,
that's not fair, man. give me
Throw one past the goalie eventually.
Yeah, give me a question that I can answer. I won't be left out.
Do you think your dad would like your mother the most or you?
And my dad, I'm sorry, you're asking me if my dad.
He's saying if your mom would like your dad the most or you the most.
Oh, me the most for sure.
Because that's his baby. Every mom loves a baby girl.
Oh yeah.
Now, Dad.
Me and Don have to answer that question. I mean, there's times when it's like, sure. I mean, I wonder, like, wow, I could have. I'd probably have a Lamborghini if I didn't have kids. But I always knew I was going to have kids. I mean, I was never. From the time I was in high school, I always knew that there was going to be kids eventually. I didn't think it was going to be until I was in my 30s, but it was. I love being a dad, man. Heck yeah. And I'm not just saying that because you're here. I'd say that anywhere. You're better than a Lamborghini, bro. So what about you, Don? Well, I'm sure Don would say this pretty much the same thing. I mean,
no, I don't like. Let me think about this for a second. Because this is one of those situations where you got to choose your fucking words very wisely, Joe. I appreciate this question.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
it's a good question.
Hey, Jimmy, I'm telling you right now, I know for a fact your mom loves you way more than this guy.
I would never say I would want to not be a father. Perhaps circumstances involving that may be changed. But as far as being a father, it's a great experience.
Oh yeah,
It's a part of life that I wouldn't give up for anything.
Get this shit away from me.
100% agree. I mean, once you have a kid, I mean, you're always gonna. I mean, this is just us good dads talking. We apologize to those of you who, maybe have some bad baby daddies out there, bad baby mamas. I mean, not every relationship's perfect. Sometimes stuff happens, but I mean, yeah. Once you see that kid, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do whatever I can for that kid, within reason for the rest of my life. I mean, I'm not gonna.
See, I looked at my kid and was like, I'm gonna fuck this up so bad.
When the kids were first babies, I would freak people out. Like put them on my head and just like let my hands go and just do tricks and shit. And people start freaking out, but I always knew I was getting control because I'll put their little baby bellies like right. It fit perfect right on my head, like their little belly plate. So I could just let it go and boom. It was only like 2 seconds. Now I get spun around. It'd be cool if I did that. It looked like a helicopter. Condolences to the Fletcher family at Don. Do you know the Fletchers?
Yeah, they're my cousins.
Okay, was that we were at?
Yeah, my cousin Danny fell off the back of a truck and hit his head.
Oh no!
And never woke up. So his funeral or his wake was yesterday.
That sucks.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, well, you already said sorry in the group chat, but yeah, definitely, man. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
No, actually, it's
Condolences were good.
Dad just wants to talk. Damn it.
No, Mayo. I said no because Mayo mentioned he had I thought that was Mayo that mentioned he had a family funeral to go to.
Jimmy gave Don a condolence.
He's literally like, I now have
Jimmy's a sweetheart.
and a piece
I
of
love
chocolate.
Jimmy. You're a good dude, Jimmy.
All right, so how old was your dad when you were born?
57 to 80, so 23.
23. Damn, he was young. Are you the oldest?
No, I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest. How many brothers and sisters you got?
My sister was born in 77.
Oh,
Guys both have one.
My
thanks,
adopted
Jimmy.
sister, but
You're
she
the man,
don't
Jimmy.
count as
Thank
far as
you.
biological.
So, how old was your dad when you were born?
29.
Okay, so I think that's how old I was too. Let's see, 76. No, maybe 27. What's 76 minus 47? Okay, Google. What's 76 minus 47?
36 minus 47 is minus 11.
So my dad was negative 11, unless the Google device heard me wrong when he had me.
He was born in 1946.
No, my dad was born in 47. So
Oh, he was born in 47. You were born in 76.
76, yeah. So I think it's 29.
29 years
Yeah,
old.
29. And I was 30. I was 31 when I had my first kid, I think. Well, I guess technically once me and Kim got married, but 33. 2009 minus 76. Yeah, 33. No, it's 32 because my birthday's later in the year.
Don's reaction to you figure out math is priceless. It really is, man.
Are we done with numbers?
No, we got a lot more math questions.
Mhm.
So how old were you when you first remember your dad? Like, what was your first memories of your dad? Like, what was he doing?
I
It's an emergency, Joe. Hand me the fucking cup. I'm done
I
with this.
couldn't. Do you remember a lot of stuff when you were a baby? I have no idea. man.
Well, how old were you when you first remember?
I have no idea.
Another question, please.
That's a
All right,
question with an improbable answer.
All right, Jimmy has a
come up here,
question
bud.
for us. What's up, buddy?
We need somebody logical. Come on, Jimmy. Your dad's got us doing math problems that he don't know the answers to.
Okay, so if you were to change one attribute of your dad, what would it be?
Okay, that's a good one. I would make him a millionaire, so I had $1 million. I'm just kidding.
What was the question?
No, if you could change one attribute of your father, what would it be? Attribute, like would you let your father have maybe a little taller, maybe a little thinner, darker skin, something like that? With longer hair, maybe. I wish my dad would have had a full set of hair, so I would have had a full set of hair because I'm bald like a fucking
I
gift.
just wish you had like a,
Wow.
because I'm a goofy guy.
Mm.
I kind of take after my mom with my personality, a sense of humor. My dad's more of a serious guy.
Oh, so I wish he was more goofy.
Good luck there.
I think that's the same because my dad don't have a sense of humor.
None whatsoever. Some people are just very, very.
And I'm his son, so he
Right, you're a comic, so it's like you figure that shit out. My dad always had a pretty good sense of humor. He was never really towards the end. He was a little ridiculous, but
Yeah, it's funny. Like my dad's younger brother, like night and day. One of the funniest guys I've ever met in my life. Greatest delivery. He should do stand up. He should have. He missed his calling, I think. And that's my dad's brother, and they're just like day and night when it comes to personality.
Well, that's how my dad was with his brothers too. His brothers were nuts, and my dad's straight laced by the book.
My dad's just like, but my uncle is just like his delivery is just like he knows what to say, when to say it.
All right, Lev says he was 22 when he had his daughter, same age as when she had my granddaughter. Okay. Yeah, I would kill grandpa. I guess I was killed as 22 so last year because that baby's like almost a year old. Colin says, do you remember your first shite? Colin says he was 21 when
It was green.
Your first
it was green and it came out chunky. Colin says Colin was 21 when he had a son in 1987. Nice. Yeah, Michaela was born in 97 too. Obviously, I'm not her biological father. But it's funny though, because the timeline fits. I could just kind of play it off. And it's weird because like she acts more like my biological than she does Kayla's. You know what I mean? So it's funny out there. This is a good game up here if you're watching the MLK.
They're coming back. This is game 7, ain't it? Ain't?
I think Atlanta's up by 2 or up by 1.
It's 3-2.
3-2, yeah, right there. East semis.
Oh, who's up?
Philadelphia.
Atlanta is up on Philly. Whoa, the lights went out.
They forgot to pay the bill in
Holy
Atlanta.
crap, the lights went out. If you guys don't want to watch we're watching the game here, and they're at the I don't know, it was the Omni, whatever the fuck they call the Atlanta Arena, and it's the lights are
It's like
totally
pitch
out.
black unless they're.
Wow, somebody's taking it. This is what it looks like right there. Turn the lights back on, Jim. That's funny.
What the fuck happened?
Bobby said she had a 97 was her first tattoo as well. And everybody's holding up their phones. That's great. That's great. This feels like a watch-along party for the playoffs now. But if you're watching the basketball game right now, everybody's holding up their stuff. This is great. This is awesome. This makes me happy. This is cool as shit right now.
I wonder if this is intentional.
I like it. No, I mean, it just happens. Well, everybody's getting strategy. Oh, there we go. Lights are back on. That was cool. That was cool.
Whoever
as shit.
tripped that breaker is just
Oh, yeah.
lost their fucking job.
Somebody down in Atlanta lost a job right now. That's great.
Bob, you had one job, not to push the red fucking button. You're out of here, buddy.
Oh, that's fucking phenomenal. Bobby said she was 97. She had everybody having babies in 97, man. What was up with 97 when everybody's having so much damn babies? I know, it's ridiculous.
No, that wasn't the blackout.
Those the Indians were in the World Series day in 97.
Yeah.
What about 2010?
2010 was a big year for babies too.
Is that when you were born? Oh, so you're 11 years old?
And he was born on tax day 2010.
No, April 15th, 2010.
Exactly at 9 a.m. I got video of it.
Oh, so you're 11 years old, huh? Right?
No, I'm 10.
He's 10, Pat. No, you were born.
You were born in 2010.
You're 11,
Right?
Jimmy. You're 11 now.
What did I just say?
Yeah, you confused
Oh,
everybody.
wait.
What did I just say?
Pat,
11?
you're arguing with an 11-year-old.
No. What did I say? 11? Did I say?
Jimmy messed it up. Jimmy, you are 11. You are not 10.
What did I say?
Jimmy said 10. You said 11.
Okay, so why is everybody jumping on me? I was right.
You were right. We're telling you.
We're
right now.
telling you you're
We're
right.
telling
What
you
the hell
you're
are you
right.
talking about?
You jumped to the conclusion that we assumed you said you were wrong, but we said you're
I
right.
thought you said I was wrong.
No,
We all
no.
said you were right.
We said you were right, but you just jumped to the conclusion that we said you were
Oh,
wrong.
I
You're
guess
a little.
Yeah.
Look, I
I'm
used
just
to
so
be the angry, hostile one. What the fuck happened here, Pat?
I'm just so used to.
You may need therapy. Thank you. Offer him one.
Thank you.
Oh, that's what Princess
no,
Diana
I'm good.
died.
Thank
No,
you.
John Kennedy Jr. was 99. I remember that explicitly
Good.
because
What is that?
It was helpful.
Oh.
It's really good.
in
Okay.
1999,
Thanks, bud.
I remember where I was at because we were on tour in Dover, Delaware.
You're a good host, bud. Thank you.
And JFK Jr. went down in one of his planes. I remember we were on the news. We were just leaving the base.
If you need
Go, we're live, bro.
What are you trying to say, man? You trying to say I have halitosis? What are you trying to say there, bud? What are you trying
You
to
say
say,
your
man?
breath is
Jeez.
kicking like a kung
if
fu
you have
chicken,
gum,
son.
take the gum.
I got some.
Jimmy,
Whoa.
go. We're live, man. We're live.
I got gum, but thank you.
Redskins won the Super Bowl in 97 was let's see, maybe the Cowboys or the Broncos.
90s.
No, Packers won it.
Packers won in 97.
Yeah, because it was back-to-back years. The Packers won it because Brett Favre was MVP in 96, 97, and then he won it. Because the Browns, I didn't really watch many football here because the Browns weren't playing, but
Yeah, Broncos won.
Okay, how did we get on a flashback in 1997?
Well, because everybody had kids in '97.
Kids popping up?
We got like 7 people in the chat, 3 people at the table, and half of us got kids born in '97. It's a crazy year. So, what was your dad's favorite food, or what is your dad's favorite food? Do you know?
Little Caesar's Pizza, apparently.
Nice.
Yeah, that's yours too.
This is the
I
very
do like Little
reason
Caesar.
I hate fucking pizza.
My dad's a big sweet person. He loves sweets.
Like Mally's chocolates and stuff like
Like
that.
anything sweet, yeah. He's a sucker for anything sweet.
I was my dad's favorite. My dad loved Chinese buffets, man. He loved them.
Yeah.
And I think it contributed his love.
That's my mom. My mom loves them.
I think his love of Chinese buffets contributed to his cancer later in life because he would just always just eat the Chinese buffet and blow out his asshole every day, man. It was so, what, Jimmy? Come on, man.
The one time I met your dad, dude, your dad was a trip.
Oh, yeah, my dad always loved whipped cream too. My dad was a big Atkins diet, so he'd always have the whipped cream and the looks like Philly's about to close this bad boy out. Always the whipped cream and the it says almost dropped below 500. Dude, I was at 502 earlier today, and I went down to 501. Now it's like 500. So I think it's exactly at 500. And if you're watching now and you're not subscribed, I'd be surprised, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Tell all your friends. Have your kids subscribe. I know a lot of you guys out there, your kid has a different phone. If they're on the same Google account, don't have them subscribe. If they got their own Google account, definitely have them.
Oh, shit.
Deep 3, nope. Deep 3. Ooh.
I want to see Atlanta win. I'm a sucker for the underdog, man.
And my dad's favorite food, yeah, we went over that. Obviously both your parents married. What year did your parents, we just went over that, didn't we? 76? And
1980.
In 1980, mine were in 76 as well. Mine got married because of me, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna
You're like, fuck it, we got a kid on the way.
Might as well.
We saw the ultrasound. He's gonna have a huge head, so I might as well marry you now.
He's after you're gonna be done. All right.
Ain't nobody else gonna want you. Throwing a hot dog down the hallway.
Now, how old was your parents when they got married?
My mom was 16. My dad was 19.
16 and 19. Jeez.
1980, so they're born 1951. Yeah, 29.
Oh, so your parents were both the same age? Were they high school sweethearts?
No.
They
They didn't meet until college. They were friends for the longest time.
Okay.
And then they started dating.
So
when my dad came back from
they met up at the
military.
then they finally started dating after they were working at the Arby's, is what you're telling me?
No, like they met in 70, 71, and then my dad went into the Air Force, and he was in the Air Force from, I want to say, 71 to 73, 3 years, I believe. And then I think they started dating, not right after he got out, but sometime after he got out. I could be wrong, but I think that's what's happening.
So, do you remember your parents' wedding colors out of randomly? I'm trying to think of I remember that baby blue because I think they only had like I think my Aunt Virginia was my mom's maid of honor, and I think my dad's friend Paul was his best man. And I don't think they really had a wedding party back then. I'd have to look back. I think I remember a light blue, but I don't remember honestly. My wedding colors was brown and orange. They were pretty epic. John, do you remember your wedding colors?
I remember seeing pictures on Facebook.
Come on, man. It's a question, bro.
No,
you remember, dude. What were they?
I really don't.
You really don't.
No.
Oh, come on, man. You remember. They're probably like blue and gold or something, whatever.
No, it wouldn't be something.
Well, do you remember your anniversary date? I mean, honestly, I'm not going to hate you if you don't.
I really kind of don't.
Was it a summer wedding or a spring wedding? Or
It was winter.
okay. We didn't do that in winter. It was 8 feet of snow on the ground. Colin said he popped out in 74 and his parents were married in 73. Okay. So that's usually a recurring theme with a lot of our parents. Is
That means you were on the way.
right. Parents got pregnant, and then next thing you know, dun, 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 dun.
They call them shotgun weddings.
Shotgun. Now, did your dad smoke or drink, or do they smoke or drink?
He drank occasionally. He smoked weed, and he still smokes. Yeah.
What kind of cigarettes did he smoke?
Winston.
Winston, nice. Did we smoke those the whole time? That's a pretty classic brand. I had my other brand loyalty. That's crazy. He's been smoking Winston's for 40 years, probably.
Shit, since he was a teenager.
Damn, 50 years, man. Does he have a real bad smoker's cough, or is he just
Oh
kind
yeah, COPD and all that. I've been trying to get him to quit.
Oh, no shit. Okay. My buddy Danny's
Because
dad.
me and my
that.
sister both quit. Now we're trying to get my mom and dad to quit, but it's a fucking losing battle.
Well, Kim's mom was like that. It's like they've been smoking for like fucking 50, 60 years. It's like, they're like, at this point, they're like, fuck it, I'm not going to do it.
Right. And it's also to the point where that's the life they're accustomed to. There's no point really trying to make them change it now.
Right.
Let them be happy.
That's exactly what my aunt's philosophy mindset was. She's like, I've been smoking since I was like 15 years old, and she was like 60. How old is she when she died? 68, 69. No. But yeah, she smoked up until her dying breath almost.
Colin's dad drank Bushmills Irish whiskey. Wow, that's a hardcore.
Yeah, my dad did everything moderately. He was actually the only one in his family. He's one of 6.
Mm-hmm.
Both his parents smoked. All his siblings smoked. He's the only one that never smoked cigarettes.
No shit.
And he drank like very, very moderately.
No shit.
Very moderately. I probably see my dad drink a beer maybe like 10 times in my life.
See, my dad was.
My dad was a rum and coke guy, but it was very rare.
See, my dad when my dad worked, my dad never let work in the way of drinking like I did. I would just drink whenever. I didn't give a fuck. But I think in a weird way, my dad started drinking a little bit more when I started drinking. And it's weird because I couldn't really judge my dad drinking because my drinking was so over the top. You know what I mean? You guys remember how I drank, and I just didn't care. I go off for lunch beers and just keep the party going. We never stopped.
Yeah, my dad's youngest siblings, they party, man. They party. Christmas Eves are fucking epic in the Bolger family. It's just beer and liquor and everything, man. But my dad never got into that. He never did.
Yeah, my dad towards the last part, he would drink a lot of rum and coke. So he was retired. I think my brother didn't want him to drink as much, but he was by that point he didn't have the cancer and he was shitting in a bag. So it's like, I don't get to tell this guy not to drink. Well, what else has he got to look forward to? At that point, just get drunk all day.
What did you think you got is that where you got your drinking from?
No, I don't know.
Did he drink as much as you did, or?
Oh no, he never drank as much as I did.
I don't know where I got my drinking from.
Dude,
both my parents never really drank, and I used to get fucked up.
That shit was legendary, though, bro. Legendary.
Oh, my drinking never came as close as yours. It never will. I'm too old.
I don't know how I processed all the alcohol in my liver, bro. It's kind of insane how I didn't die 5 times.
But the fact that you've been sober for like 2 years now.
Yeah, it'll be 3 years in September, man.
Wow.
It'll be cool when this period of sobriety equals the the first period of sobriety I had, which is like 5.5 years. So it'd be pretty legit. Did I tell you about Shadow Stevens, bro? I drink. I don't drink. I drink so much that my kids don't even want to drink. They're like, no, I'm not gonna drink no more, ever. Colin or Bobby says her dad was likely gonna outlive her, and he's in his 80s. Wow, nice. Yeah, my dad passed away last year, but he was. I don't think he would live much longer beyond that, anyways. He was. Who knows? Who knows? All right. What was your dad's favorite movie? Do you remember, or do you know?
My dad don't watch TV.
Didn't watch no TV or movies, no style movies. Like, what does he do to occupy time? Like, was he to kill time?
He would literally sit at the table and talk shit about everybody.
Just all day.
Does he go out and do stuff? Does he go out and run errands or anything?
No, he doesn't. He works on vehicles and shit like that.
See, that's all my dad does. Just watch TV ever since he retired. That's all he does.
No, my dad finds shit to keep himself occupied, but TV ain't it.
Yeah, Casa, as I mentioned earlier, that was my dad's favorite all-time movie is Casablanca. And that's where I got my love of movies from, was him. Like at a very young age, when everyone was watching Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny, I was watching like The Quiet Man and Casablanca and, just old vintage, like John Wayne.
Casablanca. Colin just talked about John Wayne. My dad liked John Wayne. John Wayne was okay. I don't know. I never really got too much into John Wayne movies. I liked a lot of the Humphrey Bogart movies. Casablanca was good.
Casablanca's all right.
Some of the other movies I liked from back then. There's a movie called, is it Dirty Dozen? No.
Yeah, Dirty Dozen.
That was with Jim Brown. That wasn't it. No, 12 Angry Men was the name of it.
Yeah, with Henry Fonda.
Great fucking.
That was a great movie.
Oh, I was such.
Do you like old movies like that? No.
There was another movie called. I just was thinking about it. Well, Citizen Kane was okay, but there was another one that was from like the 40s or 50s. It was just
Citizen Kane. I don't know. That's supposed to be the greatest movie. I thought it was a little overrated. I didn't see. I guess it broke a lot of ground with cinematography and acting, and like the fact that Orson Welles was only like 25 years old when he made that movie, and it was his very first movie. His very first movie that he directed, the very first movie that was ever in. I mean, that's pretty impressive, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's the peak.
It's personally not my favorite movie.
Well, movies are weird.
Or one
Because
of
it's
my
like
favorites.
movies they don't really reflect society as it exists. Like movies in the '80s didn't really reflect how the '80s were. Like
No, like Gremlins.
right, Gremlins, but you just some of the college party movies and stuff, and like. But in the '90s, man, I think it was the only time we actually had the feeling where the party movies and the atmosphere actually equaled real life. At least that's how it felt for me. Like, because after that, you never really had a good, there was all kinds of whatever that came up and stuff, and the movies just didn't really equate like how the parties were. But man, back in the '90s, everything was lockstep. Like you'd see a movie, you'd have a fucking party just like that. You know what I mean? You see a Dr. Dre video, you had a party just like that. It was perfect in the '90s. Can you imagine if weed was legal in the 90s?
How many motherfuckers you know had brought lowriders with hydraulics, Joe?
I didn't know a bunch. I knew 3 or 4. Shit, I live in the hood, bro.
It's Friday and we ain't got shit to do.
Drug dealers out the ass, bro.
What part of the hood did you live in?
I was over there by fucking 98th and whatchamacallit, Marine. We kicked it over there all the time, bro. Oh, we used to drink beers. I used to get beer from so many different stores. They used to sell it to me at Tompkins on 85th, Elmira Beverage on 98th.
That was one good thing. You never got ID'd for shit.
I know, that's just exactly, dude. They never carded you, bro.
You could be 12 and they're walking up and putting a 40 on the counter. And you'd be like,
Really?
okay, whatever.
Damn, I was always chicken shit to do that. I should have done that because I was a minor all the way through in the 90s up until I turned 18 in 99, May of 99.
Ben-Hur, that was a good movie. You remember Ben-Hur?
Oh, yeah, Ben-Hur, Charlton Heston. That's actually a remake. There was a Ben-Hur in the 20s.
What's your favorite movie from the 20s? Do you like The Jazz Singer?
None.
You don't like
I don't
all
like-
those
I don't
20
like-
movies?
I don't like
He
sound.
said, none.
I don't like silent because they were all silent basically. I don't like
Watch
silent.
you want to see a weird movie? Watch Birth of a Nation. I don't know if it's still out there, but it's like
Have you seen the original one
The
from
Birth
like 1950?
yeah, it's a fucking
Really?
movie. Yeah, it's out there on YouTube.
You seen it?
Yeah, any
It's
movie
like 3
after
hours long.
I've watched a little. I haven't sat through the whole thing. Maybe I've seen parts of it. It's not really a watchable movie, but
Silent movies are boring to me. I don't like them.
well, if you ever get a chance, the whatchamacallit, the first Mickey Mouse out there is because like the copyright's gone after Steamboat Willie, I think.
Yep, that's what it is.
And then like in that movie, he's fucking going to town in the Cow's Udders.
Game 7.
And that looks like the Philadelphia 76ers just have beaten the Atlanta Hawks.
I think they got this
Let me
series
see this, Joe.
going back to Philly.
Congratulations. This is from House of Dank. It's a new dispensary I ran into. It's up in Detroit right off the exit. Oh, so we got some breaking guest news I just booked earlier today. Now, obviously, you guys know next week is going to be Buff Bagwell live 9:30. We should have a big show
That's next Friday?
next Friday. Yeah, so definitely if you want
I'll
to be
try
here,
and be here.
try to be here for that because I know you got some questions. He's a wild man, bro. That dude's fucking out of his mind. This may be one
Dude,
of our
that
best.
dude went from wrestling to being a fucking gigolo sleeping with chicks for money.
Dude, he's completely out of his fucking mind. So next week is going to be an epic show.
What happened to
Epic.
Marty Jannetty?
He's in the hospital. He's been in the hospital for a while. That's what I heard secondhand. I don't know if he really is.
Who the hell did you hear that from?
This girl Doris knows somebody down in Alabama, and she had a picture of him in the hospital.
This dude who I got to excuse me, this dude I got that sub that I work with, he's excited, man. He's excited.
About Buff Bagwell.
Yeah.
I got 50 likes on that post. That's a lot of hype for him, Bob.
Yeah, I'm getting the podcast is going around. I'm spreading the word, man. I'm spreading the word.
Fuck yeah, and then
Same with me, man. Slowly but surely, bro.
Oh yeah.
on the second, July the 2nd is going to be Siobhan Fallon Hogan. She was Elaine's roommate in Seinfeld.
I'm definitely gonna be around for that.
She was in. She's a bus driver in Forrest Gump.
She's a redhead.
Do you remember Forrest Gump when he's like, "Is this the bus to school?" And-
Yeah, okay, yeah.
yeah, that's her right there. She's gonna be live. She has a new movie coming out.
She was in the Saturday Night Live in the early '90s with Adam Sandler and Chris Farley.
I'm just trying to picture her.
that group.
Yes, Lep, if you want to come out next week for sure.
What day is the Siobhan?
Siobhan Fallon Hogan's on July 2nd, and I just booked.
Is that going to be live?
Yeah, it's gonna be live. She's gonna be live too. And I just booked. It's gonna be a special night, July 8th. It's gonna be Shadow Stevens from the Hollywood Squares. It's gonna be live. Shadow Stevens, look him up on your phone.
Recent
I don't wanna
Hollywood
say that
Squares
on
are like
camera.
The
vintage.
old Hollywood Squares
I
from the
don't want to
80s.
say that on camera in case, by chance,
Right.
one of his people are
He's
watching.
he's
I have no clue who that is.
Forrest Hump. The college says Forest Hump. I saw a porno called Forest Hump once. It's so corny. This guy's saying,
Is he the overly flamboyant gay guy?
No.
No, that dude's name is.
He
like
is a
Bruce
really.
something.
He was pretty much known just for his voice. Like, oh, I'm Shuttle Steven. If you watched the original Hollywood Squares, you'd recognize him. He was always the middle center square, like in the bottom. You know what I mean? Imagine the Tic Tac.
So he wasn't the middle square.
Right. He was never the middle square. He announced every show, and he was on every one. Every other square is filled with different celebrities, and he was the one in the bottom middle all the time. He was the only constant one. He would announce the show and still, participate. If they got an X or an O, like that.
By 73 years old.
Yeah, he's up there. He's been around for a while.
Yeah, I have no.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. Background, but he'll be on July 8th. He can't do it, so we might maybe we'll do something on the 9th too. We can do 2 shows a week, maybe, or we just whatever. Either way.
I never
When
seen.
are we gonna do tattoos? I have the equipment finally dug out, and I just bought new ink.
No shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Are you gonna get on your face or? Okay,
Fine,
those of you out there,
No, right here.
are you gonna get a shamrock?
Shoulder blade.
Dude, Shamrock right here.
No. not on
Don't
my
miss
face.
out on me.
Right here.
Let's Post Malone your ass.
No. Push
Pat Malone.
Pat Malone.
That'd be great.
So you have experience.
Why do you ask me this every time?
Are those of you out there who, if you guys want,
I was literally
what
in Target
tattoo
the
should
other
Pat
day.
get? A shamrock or
I was
something
literally
else?
in Target the other day, and this dude started talking to me, and the girl next to him goes, "You know him?" And he's like, "Yeah, he did almost all my tattoos."
How many people out there listening have been have been inked up by Don
Don
and
his kids.
still have all their limbs haven't lost limbs from like gangrene and shit like that?
My shit is completely sterile, sir.
That's great. All right. So,
All
what
right.
was your favorite vacation
Oh.
with your dad when you were a child? Like, do you remember?
Dude, my dad worked. He didn't have time for vacation.
You guys didn't go anywhere. You guys didn't go to like fucking Lorraine or some shit. Like no.
How the fuck is that a vacation, Joe?
I don't know.
Ooh,
dude.
look, it's Lorraine Avenue, kids. Everybody
It-
wave at the homeless guy.
It
What
doesn't.
the
It
fuck?
doesn't. It doesn't have to be to Disney World. Did you go anywhere?
They got campgrounds in Lorraine.
Did you go to like
They
fucking
got the
Cedar
Black
Point,
River.
or did you go to Jug Lake, or anything? You had to do something when you were a kid, bro. Did you go to the beach? Did you go to Menor?
Well, my dad had a boat.
Oh, there you go. We went on the boat. So you had good
Wait,
memories.
they had a boat?
Yeah, we also had camper.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
there you go.
I mean, my parents really did try and give us the all-American life.
Okay.
Tennessee.
I just didn't want that shit. It was boring to me.
You said Tennessee was your
Yeah,
favorite?
so my dad was a big outdoors guy, minus the hunting and the fishing, but he loved the camping and the hiking and shit like that. So we always camped out. The majority of our vacations where we camped out. I loved it. But Smoky Mountains, Tennessee, that was
My favorite
Gatlinburg,
man was,
that was,
mine was the Effigy Mountains out in Indiana or Iowa, because it was just such a cool trip, man. Because you go up there, you go over the Mississippi River, and it's a national park, and you just take it. They had a different, you could go this way, it's 2 miles for mountains, and you go to the burial mounds, and there was awesome views of the river and bluffs and shit like that. And there was this hotel called the Pink Elephant Hotel. It was real kitschy, 80s chic and shit like that. I really dug that vacation when I was little. That was fun, man. All right, what was your favorite memory of your dad, like vacation, something you did with him as an adult, not as a kid?
Oh, I got one. All right, you want to go first? So my dad and I, we did this in mid-late 20s. I think we did mid-late 20s, early 30s. My dad's a huge, we're both big baseball fans. So we've gone to several cities to just go to their ballparks and watch a game. The Indians not necessarily had to, how Hernan does that.
Right.
The Indians, they happen to be there, cool. But like we've gone to Fenway Park in Boston where the Red Sox play, Wrigley Field, where the Cubs play in Chicago, just to see those, and then take in the atmosphere and everything.
I've been to my
So
first. Oh, that's a good question. Do you remember? Well, let me ask you before I get into the first one, Don. Have you ever been with your dad to like an Indians game, Browns game, something like that?
Yeah,
Well, how old were you when you went to your first one? You remember?
like maybe 7 or 8.
Okay,
Wow.
that's how old I was. I was 8 years
I was
old.
young. I want to say like under 10, or 6 or 7.
I was 8 years old. We went to maybe 7 or 8. But it was 1985. We went to a game at Old Comiskey Park because we lived in Chicago at the time. So actually, I would have been 8. And the Indians were playing the White Sox at the time. It was like the Harold Payne's White Sox.
Yeah, my
We
dad
went to that game.
was a big Indians fan, baseball fan.
And places like dump, man.
See, my
He
dad
waited.
wasn't really a fan, but he would take me, like, We went to wrestling. We went to baseball, football.
Yeah, he waited as soon as I was able to maybe not fully understand, but
Grasp the concept.
know what baseball is, be relevant to it. He was like, we're going.
Jimmy was like 2 months old, man. I took him to an Indians game. I was right there.
You are the worst father ever.
I drove.
You take my 2-year-old to a sporting event around a bunch of people who don't want to fucking deal with a 2-month-old.
He took me to my first Browns game too. It was 92. I believe I was, how old was I, 92? 10 or 11.
Actually,
It was,
I remember once my dad got so drunk that he got pulled over by a police officer, and the police officer gave us nice, ooey warm chocolate chip.
That was nice. That was a nice story. All right, what was your?
Okay, did you get arrested that day?
I don't even remember this incident. Now, what was?
Probably because you were drunk.
Hey, it happens. What was your? Could you beat your dad in a foot race?
No,
you
no.
can't.
My dad was fast. My dad was fast. He ran track and field.
What was your?
Now, are we talking my
Hey,
dad
so-
now or my dad in peak health?
Well, that's a follow-up question. What age were you first able to beat your dad in a foot race? Right now, obviously.
I never even tried racing him.
I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
Right now, I probably could beat him.
I think I was about 12, 13-ish when I was
Yeah,
first
but
able to. And after that, I mean, like to this day, I can still be all my kids in foot race, even Kayla.
My
and I'm in
dad,
shit health right now. Not really shit health, but I can still be Kayla in a race, and she's the oldest.
my dad was a fireman.
Oh, okay.
So
he was.
So I was fucked. And he ran track and field in high school. And yeah, no, he was in peak.
His dad was a
It is-
fireman, and he's Pat.
No, and he ran and he was a runner too. So in his prime, he was in pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not many things I could beat my dad at.
Collins, my dad could probably outbench me because I never lifted, but everything else I'd probably just smoke.
No, I think I'd beat my dad in that.
What's
And
that?
weight, just
Benching?
pure weight lift.
Yeah, you got more mass than your dad, right? I mean, he can't
Yeah.
be- I mean,
Not even like in trivia. He kicked my ass in like Trivial Pursuit.
I would beat him. I'd beat my dad in trivia.
And I'm
Only
pretty
because I
good.
know so much weird fucking stuff.
And I'm pretty good in trivia, but my dad knows a lot of shit too, so I couldn't even beat him in that.
my dad was insane with trivia. That's where I get my crazy memory from. Is like he was in Mensa and shit. I mean, he got like a bachelor's degree, but man, that dude was fucking on point when it came to like
No,
just history and facts and this like that. We just
What do you mean? You have terrible memory.
I do have.
I can tell you to watch the tape 10 times a day.
about
No.
something.
Now I do have him at technology because he doesn't even know how to turn a
Oh
computer
yeah, well,
on.
that's just an old every boomer. No boomers like cell phones.
We're all gonna get to that.
My mom.
right. That's just once somebody hits
Yeah,
like
but my-
50, 60.
See, my mom was a teacher though, so she's got that mentality where she wants to learn something new every day. So she's pretty good at the computer. But my dad was just like, my dad doesn't want to bother with don't.
That's my dad. He don't do Facebook. He don't do.
I'm like, I don't.
Shit.
Does he know how to do a computer at all? Is he on the computer at all?
He freaked me out one day because he was using YouTube. I walked in. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Watching a YouTube video." I was like, "How the fuck do you even know about that?"
Yeah, he asked me to.
And stay away from a thing called square table degenerates.
Yeah, he asked me to bring up something for him one day. I'm like, "You want me to show you?" He goes, "No, I just show me, just pull it up from him." I'm like, "Okay."
All right. So, what is one thing you could tell your dad or would tell your dad? Just one thing. If I said you
Please
know,
stop smoking.
you're silly. If you got one, so just
I'm serious.
we'll talk later.
Listen to your son.
Joe's like, I should have fucking put this question in.
It's medicine. All right. So Don, if you could tell your dad one thing or ask your dad one thing, just whatever. You have one. What? Jimmy, stop talking. One phrase you could say to your pops. What would it be?
If you're out with your friends and they do something stupid, you're just as guilty as they are.
Perfect.
You say that to your dad?
Because he said that shit to me every day of my fucking life. And then one day he went out with his friends and picked up some stolen shit, and Parma police called before he got back. And as soon as he came in, I was sitting there waiting for him. And I was like, dude, if you do this, or if you hang out with your friends and they do something stupid, you're just as guilty as they are.
So is that what you're saying? Like something like that? Like,
Yeah. Well,
what's the context?
well, you can be sarcastic. Just tell your dad one thing. It can be sarcastic. It can be emotional. It can be loving. It can be just if your dad was, let's say like, okay, Dad, you're not gonna see your dad for 10 years. Tell your dad one thing right now.
I don't know. I guess so. You basically want to tell your dad something that he told you.
He was being sarcastic.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Can I go along those lines?
Totally.
I mean, my dad was my whole life was like, he was like, I want to be inside and play video games. It'd be like a nice summer day like today or like yesterday rather, and he'd be like, You gotta go out, ride your bikes, go out and do this, be a kid, don't stay inside. And I basically want to say that to my dad because that's what my dad does now. He's just basically a couch potato. He's basically a couch potato. So I would like to say that to him.
Damn it, get out and hang out with your friends.
I would say, Dad,
But he won't listen to me, so I won't say it.
One thing I never got until I was older, and my dad was older, every time we were little, the phone would ring, he would go, "Oh God, again!" Like I'm like that with the phone. I do not answer.
I hate the phone ringing. If you call my
passion.
phone, chances are you're going to voicemail. I don't answer you.
Colin says he would love his dad tell me from the heart, let bygones be bygones. I feel it. All right, so last question about the dads, and we'll do open lines. Do you think your dad is proud of you? Yes or no?
No.
I'm proud of you, buddy. I'm really proud of you.
My dad and I we never really talked about each other's feelings, so we never that kind
Right,
of
that's how
relationship.
my dad and our
I have more of that relationship with my mom. I know my mom's. I'd say yes.
I would say yeah too. It's the type of proud that is not mentioned.
Right.
Like he's never gonna come out and be like, "Damn it, boy, I'm proud of you."
And then I know
But he'll
this.
tell other people he's
Right.
proud.
That's the way I like
And
it.
I know this because if he was upset with me about something, he would make sure
That you knew about
that
it.
I knew about it. The fact that he hasn't been really like that towards me lately makes me think that I'm doing something right in his eyes and he's leaving me alone. So, I mean, that'd be nice to hear. Hey, good job, I'm proud of you, son.
Outstanding. So
Yeah, but I don't think neither one of us will ever hear that shit, bro.
Although my dad was never those guys to show emotion, but I'll never forget the emotion that I saw in my dad when I passed my driver's license. When I got my driver's license, and he saw me pull in, because I went around. You get the B&B on the snow road, but when he sees me pull in and gets out, and just saw this smile that I'd never seen before or since. He's like, "You got it?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, gives me this pat, like, "Good job." He's just like, it was either like he was so proud of me or it's just like a big sigh of relief because
he didn't have to fucking teach your ass.
2017 was so long ago.
Because I kept flunking my driver's test. That I was remember, I don't know what it is now, but remember you had 4 tries to do it.
Yeah.
And then if you flunked, then you got to do the whole fucking thing again. So this was my first try. It was my 4th try.
Welcoming to the show, Mr. Leprechaun TV.
So I think it was, and so yeah. So the fact that I was one more away from doing the whole fucking thing again, I think it was just like,
dude, I failed my driver's test the first time, and I was cussing up a storm. I don't think I ever sworn more in my entire life than I did that day. I was like, "Fuck this driving test, fuck everything."
I aced my driving test all the way up to the last stop sign and ran that.
I ran a red light and cut somebody.
Why'd
up.
you do that?
Was not paying attention and drove right past. Like I drove right
Just
past
like
the
that.
house
I
over
know.
here,
It's
yeah.
like I'm sitting in the driveway talking to Emily. I see this truck going back and forth like 5 times. I'm looking. Is that Don? And he kept pulling in. He pulled in like 3 different driveways and just going back and forth.
I could not find the house for shit.
And I was going to yell in the window, but I wasn't sure. I'm like, "Yeah, I think that's Don." And then finally he stops like in the middle of the driveway. He doesn't even pull in. He pulls in the middle of the driveway, and then you pull. I'm like, and I'm standing. And I'm like, "Don, I was standing there the whole time. Didn't you see me standing there?" He's like, "I didn't see anything." I'm like, "That's a little scary that you don't wear glasses, buddy."
I'm out on the road driving all the time like that.
So, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
What's happening? My dad didn't let me get my license at all because he already knew where I'd end up on the Cleveland streets.
How old were you when you got your license?
Did you get it when you were 18? Or did you?
18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Dude, I was like 16 and like a month. I got it right when I turned 16.
I was 17.
In hindsight, it was a completely horrible idea because I was reckless as fuck and I used, my driving to get attention. I was drinking drive when I was a teenager and it was set a bad precedent for a lot of things later in life. But hey, live and learn. Whatever.
What sucked for me is my birthday is in October, so that already set me back for school, and I failed a grade, so that set me back 2 years. So I actually would have been driving in like 8th grade almost.
Where'd you go to high school, everyone?
Berea City School District. I went to St. Boniface, kindergarten.
Okay.
Bounced around Hazeldale, Miles Standish, Forest Hill, all that during busing. And my dad swooped me up. I went to Bolton Elementary. Man, there was another one on the east side. Shit, man.
Mary B. Martin was the popular one for everyone.
Hey, all I know is they were like nightmares. It wasn't about learning. Let's just say that.
For those people not from Cleveland, wonder what we're talking about.
It was fighting.
Back in the 70s and 80s. Well, back in the 70s, I think it was late 70s, they ruled that the school districts in the city of Cleveland were unconstitutional because they were segregated by race. So what they did was they bussed all the
East Siders to the west side, and the West Siders to the east side.
So you had kids as young as third grade, third grade, fourth grade.
I was busted in the first grade.
Getting bussed over into a complete opposite side of town in a less than desirable area.
Wait, why did this happen?
Because they determined that the schools were racially segregated. So in order to break up racial segregation, they sent West Siders to the East Side, East Siders.
No
to
shit.
the West Side.
That was their.
But here's what they failed to take into account is the fact that the East Siders that are going to the West Side and the West Siders that are going to the East Side, East Siders and West Siders are invariably two different people in Cleveland.
Right.
Two very different people.
Yeah, it's like
you're walking basically into a hostile fucking living environment trying to survive.
It's amazing how different the East is to the West.
Yes,
Isn't it?
it's a whole different
it's like a whole
mentality and
different world.
philosophy.
Yeah, the mindset it by itself is just left and right, you know. And so imagine going when you're little, and then you go to a suburb school where you got it made. Now you have to establish yourself. They never liked me, never, because they knew I was from Cleveland.
Right.
Because I would always still wear you know what I mean, shit, whatever the trend was, from break dancing to gangster rap, you know. Hey, I wore crisscross. I wore my shit backwards.
Cross
you know what I
colors.
mean? Don, don't you laugh.
I still wears this shit.
You know you guys did it too.
No, the fuck we didn't.
Don's still part of the ICP, bro.
Yeah, he's a gigolo. Juggalo.
How the fuck did you put your pants? I never understood that trend, but
We made it work. Actually, we would. Hey, so here was a crazy transition. I'm from 52nd and Denison, so I'd always go to Ridge and Denison skating rink, right?
United Skates, yeah.
Everybody went there.
But I also lived in the suburbs that I could go to the one in Parma Heights.
Yeah.
So those two, bro, it was in the gangster days. Yeah, there's major fights at the one in Parma Heights.
There was a place
from people from Denison, which I already knew. So I was cool. You know what I mean? A lot of them other people. But here was the thing is I had to go to school with them kids.
Oh, yeah.
So now they would pick on me because I'm by myself now. You know what I mean?
Josh.
So it was always a fight to go to fucking school and learn.
Well, it sucked with the skating rink because, like, in the 80s, it was good. United Skates was like where everybody would go, and Friday nights, whatever.
80s, early 90s.
I went there,
And then the gangs started coming in out of nowhere, bro. Nowhere.
I remember going to...
And it's weird because that trend continued to the whole 90s. Like, as soon as a hot spot would come in and get good, the gangs would show up, like, a month later, and that'd be ruined. Like, every town you do. You know what I mean? Do you remember that? Like,
yeah.
It happened with the Flats.
I was part of it.
The Flats were popping, and then boom, the gangs coming in the Flats. And it was a warehouse district.
So I rolled with the folks and was cool with the Crips and 58 Stoners and Posse.
Yeah, I knew some of the folks and a couple Crips, but that too.
You had Hillbilly Love in the neighborhood. That was another one.
Some old school Denison shit. Denison is so hood, still hood as fuck.
I was just over there yesterday. It's still ghetto as shit.
I don't give a fuck. Anybody said. I mean, there's probably worse places on the east side, but man, fucking Denison dude, the Denison ghetto it's got to be the worst ghetto in Cleveland. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of
I wouldn't say the worst ghetto.
at least on the west side. I mean,
It's top 10, I'd say.
between Denison and Bel Air on the west side.
I'm glad I grew up in the stockyard. I tell you that.
I mean, it did kind of, help us later in life. I mean, shit.
Yes, right.
I'm
I'm not scared of any other city. Let's just say that.
Not growing up
You
on
could
the
take,
east side.
hey, you could put me in any other city, and I'd blend right in. I'm still gonna be the same motherfucker at the end of the day. You know?
The only one that was a little bit sketchy for me was Baltimore. There's one part of Baltimore that was a little bit like, okay, this is way beyond my Cleveland training here, but most of them, like you go to Buffalo, like, oh, this area's bad. Like, I'm from Cleveland, dude. This ain't nothing.
I'm from Cleveland. We call this Parma.
Right? This is a good area to us. Denver was the funniest. People were like, oh, you can't go to this part in Denver. It's the ghetto. I'm like, I went out there and I was just standing in the corner. It was nothing. I was like, this is the ghetto. Shit.
So, hey, so for Pat and Don, you guys don't know. Last weekend we stayed in hotels next to each other, not in the same hotels, but I had met some other lady from my hotel. We had like this fire pit and nice seating and stuff for outdoor. We could bring our beers out. They didn't care.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had the same thing downtown. It's like a open air fire pit area.
Yeah. But she was like, we were talking, and she was there for holiday. That holiday, what we passed, Joe, the amusement park, holiday something.
I vaguely remember.
Oh,
Yeah.
In Indiana? I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yes. And so we were talking about Cedar Point, Jog Lake, and she's like, yeah, I lived in Ohio for a couple years. We were like, oh, really? Where'd you stay? She was like, Parma Heights.
Oh, nice.
Like, that's real close.
And we got some new people joining the
Hey, we
chat.
might have crossed paths.
Is it Holiday World?
Mm-hmm.
Holiday Inn.
No.
Holiday World.
Amusement park.
Holiday World. That's it,
Holiday
Pat.
World. Okay.
Yeah.
I just looked it up.
If you're out there, you want to jump up and cam up with us and bullshit for a little bit, there's a link. Join us. And have some chili fun.
Yeah.
There was a place called Santa's Village where
Santa Claus, Indiana.
nice.
Santa Claus, Indiana. There was a Santa Claus, Indiana. Pretty crazy.
There's a North Pole, Alaska, I think, too. Christmas is coming up, man.
What's up, Josh?
Josh is in the house, representing, chilling. Oh, Josh said it's called Holiday World. Okay.
Yeah.
I just said that.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you said, okay.
Literally what he just said.
So,
Yeah, nobody
okay.
listens.
Thanks for tuning in, though.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Nobody listens to Matt. I mean, Pat.
That's true.
Pat's gonna come in here one day and just straight stab you, bro.
I don't know why I'm on this fucking show. I don't know why I'm on this fucking show. Listen, it's true.
That's great.
These two motherfuckers just talking over me.
Then he would push the body off to the side and sit front and center. Okay, so we're gonna continue the show. Tonight's guest is
He's gonna totally stab Joe one day, and I'm just gonna sit here like that. The motherfucker should have saw that shit coming.
Nah, Joe's all right.
I'm phenomenal. So, Lep, are you going to – oh, wait. Are you coming to the thing on the 10th? Or yes or no? What charity event for the Browns thing?
Oh, I forgot about that. You need to know now?
Well, I mean, I told dude 4 people are coming. So, it's me and Mayo and then whoever also wants to come out of you guys.
Where's it at?
And it's in Berea. Joining the show as well live
What
from
day is it?
Arlington, Virginia. Mr. Colin McMahon, as soon as he gets his camera up. It's Saturday, July the 10th.
I'm a hell no on that. I don't go nowhere near Maria.
Bite is
Why?
like Berea. Why don't you like Berea, dude?
5 reasons.
Oh, his ex-wife lives in Berea, probably.
Oh. Is that why?
I stay the fuck out of Maria.
He doesn't even want to go in the same town as his ex-wife. That's some fucking dedication right there.
Dude, I have 24-hour surveillance on my house, okay?
Cheers, Colin. What's going on, bud?
Cheers, brothers. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. We're just sitting here, just podcasting away, fucking smoking some buds, chilling, bullshitting with lapping these beautiful people in the chat.
Mr. Lep, Joey, and the two gentlemen. To say, great conversation tonight, guys. Really loving it. Yeah. Happy days. And good to see you.
man.
Good to see you looking in good form and happiness. So I'll lift my beardy and say cheers.
Cheers, brother. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Happy Father's Day this week, and everybody who's
Yeah.
a father, thinking about becoming a father, or knows a father, all that kind of stuff, man. Cheers.
Or if you have a father,
Right, if you have a father, know a father, or are going to be a father, or think
even
about
if a
being
test tube was your father, happy Father's Day.
Do I detect a brogue there?
Yes, definitely.
Nice.
Yeah, you know.
He's actually he lives in Virginia, but he used to live in Ireland.
Nice.
back in the
My
day.
name is Patrick Francis John.
Oh my gosh, for a lot of Irish
Full
people
name.
here tonight.
Full
That's right.
name. Yeah.
John's my confirmation name.
We got Mr. Keaton over here. We got you over there. We got me. We got oh my gosh, yeah.
Nice.
People in the chat. Yeah.
And we did make some edibles tonight, and so you wonder why I call me Joey Edibles. So I made some edibles.
There may be trouble ahead.
Oh, you're only eating half of it?
I mean the whole thing.
You just started.
That was a one biter, dude.
Come on, this is. Come on. This is Joey.
Damn, you're letting him clown on you.
That was a bite like a chipmunk.
All right, Lab, you're cut off. I was gonna come over while you were sleeping and put them in your mouth, but
Hey, I don't bite.
Bobby says those cookies are dangerous. That's 100% true.
Hey,
Why
so
do you
when
think
I showed up,
nobody eats them on camera? Because you don't know. what the fuck's
so
gonna
when hey Don, when I showed up Friday, because I was late, and there was already people there, and I already seen the container, right? And everybody was like, I was like, hey, what's up, everybody? They're like, hey,
What are you talking about?
They're just you can't see them. You can't see them.
they're fucking ripped. Everything's going.
Where was you at Friday?
No, he was saying when he came to the
In
party.
Indiana.
He was in Indiana.
Indiana. He was there with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he had beat me to the party and opened up the cookie box.
So
The
how
girl.
many edibles did you make for down there?
I only made 12. I made 12. I had one each night. I think Hernán had one each night. Bobby had one each night, and I gave two to a couple different people for parting gifts. So it was funny because like half the people there were like, "Nope, I'm not touching these. I'm afraid." And then there were a couple. So it was the 12.
I already know his trick.
We went camping last summer, and we fed my uncle one of your fucking cookies.
Oh my god!
Damn.
And he was like,
You almost have to call the ambulance.
And he ate the cookie. He looks at me and he goes, "I don't think that was a regular cookie. I'm about to be high as fuck in about 20 minutes."
They weren't
That's awesome.
Oreos, hunk.
That's awesome. Yeah, I looked at Bobby on Friday at about 10 o'clock. I was like, "So you're feeling?" She's like, "Oh yeah." And she just stood there and just stared off for another hour, just literally staring.
Yeah, especially after a few beers.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no, this is without beers. No,
Without beers. I don't think Bobby had a beer. I think-
No, them things will.
This
fuck
is
you
straight
up.
cookie, and that's it.
What, an edible?
Yeah,
Depends, though. Depends how.
on the potency of them, yes,
Yeah.
but
Well, these
Joe's made
ones I
some
made.
ones that'd knock you on your ass.
These ones I made. I used a
True.
really strong weed on these ones. So I made them extra strong for the trip. So that was. I even told people I was like, look, guys, this is really strong.
Oh, okay, he's talking about the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Keithy one.
Oh, yeah.
I think he did. Yeah, he did. Well, I keep had my cookies before, so he's had them
Have
before.
you
Yeah.
He actually loves them.
No.
Oh,
It's
John
probably-
Skinner's in the house. Welcome to the house, John Skinner.
Skinner, what's going on, brother?
What the fuckers?
Yeah,
Go grab a beer.
Chilling, bro. Chilling.
chilling like a villain.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
That's
Trying to upload a video.
Okay.
I had a new
Of
cat
what?
born the other night. So I'm
Oh, you
trying
got a
to
baby
upload the
kitten?
video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, baby cat. How many cat? You said you had a cat? Oh, calf. My bad.
Calf.
Cow. Moo. Cow. Because he works on a farm, bro. He lives on a farm. Moo. He like owns the whole thing, like the cows and the chickens and everything. And he sells them to people and they eat them and shit. He's like one of those guys.
And
Skinner,
they're
you,
good.
you just one
Thanks for
born.
explaining what a farmer is. Joe. I've
You
always
do what,
known
Colin?
that since fucking
You just
kindergarten.
one born Skinner today.
What fucking tackle was?
You mean old
Uh,
McDonald, like
first
old
born
McDonald
Wednesday.
had, right?
I mean, Josh, you should make a song. That should be your intro song. Be like, Josh Skinner had a farm. Yeah.
Jimmy sitting over there. Oh, he's out. Jimmy's out over there, man.
Oh, Jimmy's sleeping already?
I think
He's
so.
probably playing video games and shit.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
wake up!
Where left it?
Excuse me.
Left went to grab a beer.
Yeah, I got a couple here.
Loves getting the Mickey's. Shocking. He should just get sponsored by those guys, bro. I mean, get out the way.
Is that even a beer?
Mickey's? Well, it's a malt
Yeah.
liquor.
Malt liquor.
Fine malt liquor.
I had one when I was like 20
Yeah,
years
what's
old
the
and I didn't
difference
like it.
between a fine malt liquor and a ghetto malt liquor, though?
I haven't had
Those-
Mickey's.
Don't know the
So,
difference?
Mickey's has a different taste than
Malt liquor is malt liquor, bro.
Mickey's has a different taste than like some of the other malt liquors. Like Mickey's better tasting than St. Ides and Old English and shit. I mean, none of it's really good.
It kills me.
Yeah,
That malt liquor fucking fucks me up.
I'm with that guy. I'm like, fuck that. Nope.
Happy birthday to VA Chic, off-roading cooking.
Hey,
Happy birthday, Carrie.
I'm not good at
Hey,
birthdays
Gary.
at all. I'm not. Unless Facebook tells me some of these birthdays, I totally forget. So
Her name's-
apologies. Well, happy
That's
birthday
Gary.
to the Polish, to everybody with the birthday this year as well. Happy birthday to those guys. Some people don't have birthdays every year, you know.
What?
No.
I'm just kidding, they do.
Well, that's
No.
As long as
my
they're-
dad, my,
That's not true.
My dad,
February
You're born on a-
29th.
Yep.
if you're a
my
Jehovah,
dad dated a girl who was born on a leap year, so she didn't have a birthday every year.
yeah, that's like my
Yeah, but the problem is eventually you end up dating like a 5-year-old.
Right, she's like 20.
And you're 20. You just look like a weirdo.
That's great. That's great.
There's my boy up there.
Oh yeah, Lep's back in the house, bro. Hell
Mr. Left.
On TV in the house.
yeah. Leprechaun, the leprosy TV.
Yeah.
Leprosy TV, bits and
Leprosy.
pieces.
Oh my God. And the cat.
It's big for leprosy TV. There's a pussycat.
The only thing missing is Hobo going, no.
Yeah, pussycat. Meow. Oh man. So right now the Clippers are up by 1 point on the Jazz, 38-37, 9:54 to go in the second quarter. Her birthday was June 16th. We should next June 16th, just to mess with her, we should make a big deal out of it. Be like, hey, go live for like 12 hours.
Hey, do any you or Lep either one know where's DW from? There was a Keith Fest the other day.
Oh, shit. I know.
Is he
I
from
think-
Texas?
boy, I don't really know, honestly. Lep would know more than I do. Lep, answer Josh's question, buddy.
What's that?
Answer
Where's
Josh's
DW
question.
from?
Hold on. Can you get out of my way?
This cat's
I'm
fucking
not
his world up
talking
right
into
now.
the
dude.
microphone. I am not talking into the microphone.
Hey, Bobby.
We got a pair of Bobbies
Bobby.
joining the party as well.
Hello.
We're wrapping this up, or
Well, you can take off if you want. We got
Bobby and Bobby.
DW is from Indiana somewhere.
Is he really? I thought he was.
Yeah,
from
he rode
Texas or
the
some shit.
bike. Yeah, he rode the motorcycle there.
Oh, that's right. Remember, it started
I didn't see
raining too. It was fucking pouring rain when right when he had the motorcycle. That poor guy. Welcome,
I didn't see the bike.
Welcome both Bobbies to the party. Hey, Bobby from PA.
Yeah.
Bobby.
Two Bobbies in the house tonight.
Bobby from Arizona. How hot is it today, man? It's gonna be
Yeah,
190.
I think so.
It was
Hey,
I'm
it
headed
was
out.
118.
180.
Outside.
Yeah, Bobby, you've got a heat wave out there, right?
It was 88 inside,
You too.
118 outside.
Big Al.
It was 95 here.
85. It was
Yeah.
cold. It was only like 76 or some shit.
Yeah, we had a little bit of cool weather.
It was cold. I feel so bad for you.
We only get certain things together.
I actually could open the windows today, so it wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? We had a little bit of cool weather with a cool breeze. You know,
Nice.
so not complaining. But tomorrow we're gonna hit the 90s again.
Okay, I don't know what's it supposed to be tomorrow. I know next week it's supposed to be like fucking 65 the one
The other's
day.
gonna drop down again. Yeah, it goes up and down.
Pat's leaving. He has to not work in the morning, so he's taking off.
Shorts on, shorts off.
No,
Shorts on, shorts off.
Pat's gonna go home. He's probably gonna take a nap, play some Atari 2600 because that's all he has anymore because he's cheap, and then he's gonna eat some tacos.
Space Invaders.
He's gonna play Space Invaders and have some
Pole
Taco Bell.
position.
Some 59% tacos.
Pole position.
He's gonna play pole position, eat some 59-cent tacos.
Donkey Kong.
Back in the old, he's gonna go in the time machine, get some 59-cent tacos, and bring it back to the future. That's how cheap Pat is. He made a $300,000 time machine just to go back in time. 59-cent tacos.
Just to go back in time to save 41 cents.
Right. You just
Watch
buy
out for the lightning bolts. Doesn't have the clock.
I remember when tacos were like 59 cents, bro. Those things are cheap as shit. Now they're like $1.99 for a soft taco.
Yeah. Fucking prices are going up. Crazy.
Everything's expensive as hell.
Mhm.
So, man,
Huh?
how you feeling? You good? All right. Pat's giving me the eye. So, Bobby from Pennsylvania, what's new in your world?
Not much.
Good deal.
I was
Good
just
deal.
gonna say with Colin, we had our windows open for like 4 days now, just straight.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tomorrow, I think.
Tomorrow's going to change.
It's getting humid.
Yeah. I hear you. I got to go to work in the morning, but I'm going to leave them open. But to be honest with you, I haven't had the air conditioning or anything on for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't think we have either.
I think that's not just because I like it cold.
Should make you strong.
No, they're about average.
Well, when you got a pool, you don't need AC.
I don't go in that pool right
You're
now.
only about a half hour,
It's
45.
not. That pool is
Not
like
that you might
ice
know.
cold. No. I think I've been in one.
But
So you
pools,
just like the splash.
I like when it's like bathtub.
residential
Wow.
pools until July around this area. You really can't
don't-
because it gets too cold.
Yeah, I have one.
It's
I'll get one
cold.
way out.
The water's only if the water's not
Never
like
on
83
camera.
or 84 or higher, it really is too cold to get in that pool. I mean, it's just fucking
I think we just hit 80.
okay. So you're on your way. You're on your way.
That's still a little sketchy. I swear to God, now that I'm older,
It's
hey,
cold.
when we were 15, we jump in the
Oh.
freezing cold water. Now we're
Let's
like,
jump in Lake
hey,
Erie.
we'll dip a
it.
toe in it and be like, yeah, that's cold still.
If I jumped in there now, Lep, I'd have a heart attack.
Yeah, that's what my kids go in. It's like 65, 70. I'm like, oh no.
Oh,
I'm
Jimmy was
like,
at the
"Hi."
lake the other day. There was nobody else out there swimming, and Jimmy was at the lake out there doing whatever, like a.
When you're young, it doesn't affect you. Like you could literally jump in the fucking lake in March and be all right.
Yeah. I remember back in school, I used to swim. I used to do the front crawl for the school team, swimming, and fucking hell, we used to go to the old swimming baths, and it was nothing like you would see now. You're talking back in Ireland, it was like fucking Stone Age.
So whatever temperature the stone was
Yeah.
the water temperature.
Yeah,
They keep
ice
us
cubes.
out the sun all day and roll around.
ice
Come
cubes
on,
in the pool. I remember even in the changing rooms, you were fucking shivering, you know. You're out there with your fucking trunks on, you know,
Hobo.
Speedo, you know.
Hi from Ohio.
I feel like I can look out my window and see you. It started raining here.
Hey, so did you survive the tornadoes?
We didn't have any tornadoes here.
Okay, it was below you then too, right?
Yeah, Rob J said he had tornadoes down in Cincinnati or whatever. but-
Yep.
That's like
Southern
3 hours,
Ohio,
4 hours
yeah.
south.
Jungle Jim's got wiped out by a tornado.
Good thing there's 2 of them.
Save your barbecue, save your grill.
I don't know what the singular word of grill means, Colin.
It's called griddle. It's called griddle.
Real sorry.
Oh man.
Cheers, guys.
Hell yeah. It's a lead, bro. Hold this for a second.
I got you.
He can hold it better than Pat. I can't leave Pat behind the camera for a second. He literally, dude. One time I was like, Pat, hold the show for 30 seconds. I had to go outside. He just froze like a fucking ice clone, man. It was just
But you also have to understand that Pat's not used to. He's still learning how to kind of have that personality.
Well, he's still trying.
Right.
It's just
Is that Pat's
For me, I'll just sit here and talk shit. I don't really give a fuck.
I like this guy.
All right,
Yeah,
Pat.
well, that's how Square Table Degenerates started, was talking shit around a fucking table. Which
I know, and then Joe
John-
decided he wanted to be Mr. Jay Leno and start interviewing A-list or B-list or D-list celebrities. I'm like, dude, you don't even need to do that. All you got to do is turn the camera on and just let us talk shit. That's what works.
What level do you put Buff Bagwell on?
You know what? I was in a movie one time. I think I might be above him. I damn sure didn't sell my penis for money. I mean, so obviously I'm doing better than he is in that category.
That's a thing?
He's a gigolo. Yes, he really like old ladies paid for him to have sex with him.
Hey,
What
So
is
here's my
that?
thing. Does he do his little
send
strut where his
Hobo the
top hat and
info
all
there,
that?
Don.
Because if he does, it might be kind of worth it.
Mr. Bojangles.
I mean, if you're gonna pay for it, don't you want the whole show? You know?
I feel like he talked to Rick Rude and got some insight on that.
Nah. I met the guy. I hung out with him. So I'm driving to Joey's and I'm going to ask him some questions. Let's see if he remembers me. I'm going to have to
Dude, I
find
heard
a
he gets
picture.
way
I
fucked
actually have a Polaroid with him, and we were so fucked up. We're looking at the camera like cross-eyed. This was well after
Clarence.
we picked him up, swear to God, probably 10, 11 in the morning. The show wasn't till like 4 o'clock at Turner Hall over there off 73rd on Guthrie. We had to entertain this guy. Now, mind you, he's like 110 mile an hour like this guy that just sat down. We had to entertain him. So how did we entertain him? We got him fucked up. Next thing you know, we're at this hall and he's doing a wrestling match. Then we got to go do a fucking a meet and greet, an autograph and picture thing with some Polaroid camera.
Polaroids. They fucking hate their Polaroids.
Polaroid camera and fucking, I don't know. It got to be 2006 ish.
Back. Yeah, let's go back.
Like
Polaroid
Polaroid
cameras.
picture.
You know, I remember, those Polaroid cameras are out a long, long time. I remember, and I still have. I'm not going to go searching for it now, but I have an old photograph in PA, 1986. I was what, 11 and a half years old, Polaroid fucking camera. You know, a guy and his wife and a family I was staying with. Yeah, it's all kind of blurred now, even though Polaroids were always kind of blurred anyway. But yeah, I still got it. But no, that was the Polaroid. That fucking thing was like that size.
I still got. Do they sell film for Polaroids? I mean,
They just came out with a new version of the Polaroid.
They do.
Hey, those are untraceable.
The quality of the picture was so bad you had to switch your eyes. Like, see, I'm really
like
in that
this.
picture.
You would probably have to get on
nice
with
angle.
Jeff Bezos and Hedy Mars and pick up a new film. They put in there.
Or you could just download Snapchat.
Right, exactly.
They have a Polaroid filter now.
Well, the thing about Polaroids were the first form because you couldn't back then if you took a picture of like some titties or somebody fucking or whatever, you couldn't take that to the photo mat and get it developed. They would just throw it out.
That is totally not true.
No,
certain photo
No,
mats
it is.
would-
No,
That
no,
is
he is
true.
right. So remember the drop-off boxes where you put your film?
Yeah.
If it came back dirty, yeah, sometimes it wouldn't make it back to you.
24 snaps, Kodak camera.
That's why you use the Polaroid.
Yeah.
Instant.
I got your
I
boobs
guess.
as soon as I shake it.
He's like the night next to me.
I remember once Hernan had these Polaroids of this Korean girl. She was a little bigger, and it was her boobs. And I had them underneath the seat in my van. And my buddies found these pictures, and they put them up. We were at guard drill, and we came back from lunch, and they put them all up in like all the windows of my van and shit. So like everybody coming out of the thing saw all these pictures of this big chick's titties just sitting there. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
That's why Polaroid got banned.
I got more Polaroids than I do Leprechaun TV stickers. I can send out some Polaroids.
I've seen your nipples too many times, dude.
Pepperonis.
God damn it.
Oh, geez,
I don't know what's worse, lep nuts or cat asshole. Oh, Bobby's on. We can get dueling assholes between Lep's cat and fucking Mittens.
Pepperoni.
Mia and Mittens
Mia's up here.
fucking dueling cat
Mia's
assholes.
actually up here with me right now.
I don't have mittens. I don't know where she is.
Come on. Where you at?
She's gonna come flying out of the fucking ceiling. Cat ass bedazzled.
So when was the last, Colin? When was the last time you took film developed to the photo mat or just any place to get developed?
I can tell you what, Joey.
Yesterday.
No. It's been a long time, but I remember when I first came over to Virginia years ago. That's all I used. Those Kodak disposable cameras.
Oh,
you know, it said you get 24 pics. If you're lucky, you get like 26. You know what I mean? You get a couple of extra. But I remember, I took a lot of photographs, and I've got a couple of old, photo books. They're actually in the trunk of my car.
God, motherfucker. Not you, Colin. I started pouring a drink, I looked up, and now I'm getting seduced in the cat butthole.
But no,
436 days in a row, right?
That's why I haven't been on YouTube for a while. I just wanted no cat asshole.
You trying to avoid the anal.
But now, like, Facebook knows it's happening, so now I get ads. Do you want cat asshole? Go to this website. I feel like we just ruined Colin's story.
Did you spit that one?
We did.
No, it's okay. I'm full of stories.
And the one thing Colin has is fucking stories upon stories. He has stories to go on. Colin telling stories can be his channel. Just good time, fellas. And it's gonna be year like 1992. That was a good year. I was 4 years from Ireland. I came over and I was sitting there with this guy. His name was Harold. Harold was about 48 years old. My dad knew Harold from back in the mines in the old country, and he came over.
Hey, I'll tell you this one. Back in, I think it was 2007, 2008, I was dating a girl in Londrina, down in Brazil. So, her family was living here in Virginia. So I took a trip down, a couple of times, and I remember coming back. I'm not a good traveler, so she gave me this Dramamine. Is that what you call it?
Dramamine?
Yeah. So
motion sickness pill?
Yeah. But I took more than what I should, right? But I remember on the airplane, coming back. It's a 9-hour flight from Londrina, Brazil, to Dulles Airport in DC. I whacked the Dramamine onto me, and the hostesses came around and says, "You want anything to drink?" I says, give me a wine, and they give you these little bottles of red wine. I almost had 5 or 6 of them. 9-hour flight, which is not horrendous.
Right.
But I remember talking to the guy beside me. I didn't know him. I hadn't a clue who he was. I remember talking to him, telling him my story. The last thing I remember is waking up. The plane had landed. I had a soccer shirt on me. It was like, if you can imagine an Argentina shirt, that was the same colors that the city of Londrina wore. It was light blue and white stripes. It was fucking pure red all down here.
Oh, you spilled all the wine on you?
I passed out.
All right, I'm gonna head out. I gotta work in the morning. Take care, everybody. Good seeing y'all.
Don's taking off, guys.
Be safe, everybody.
All right, see ya, bro.
Dude, one time I was coming back from some Air Force school in Texas, San Antonio, and I got lit before we left. So I was fucking drunk as shit when we were at the airport. And my connector was in like Dallas, I think. So I flew from San Antonio to Dallas, and I was drunk as hell at the Dallas airport. And I remember maybe it was in San Antonio, actually. I got in trouble twice on this trip. So I was sitting there at the airport, and there was this Air Force chick who was there. I was like, "Hey, I'm going to the bathroom. Can you watch my shit?" And so I go to the bathroom, and I do my, go to the bathroom or whatever, take a leak. And then this guy comes back, he goes, "Sir, did you just say shit or something?" I was like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "Dude, I'm not going to listen to you say, no way, man, no way." But I did. I went in the bathroom, I smoked a cigarette, because like back then you couldn't, well, you can't now, I guess, either, but you couldn't smoke anywhere. You had to like go outside security to smoke, and I really wasn't trying to fill a fucking half-hour security line to go smoke one cigarette, so I just kind of hotboxed it in the bathroom, and so they yelled at me for that too. But then when I finally got on the plane to Dallas, they almost didn't let me board. But I totally passed out on the plane. Like I passed out on the plane, and they had to wake me up like, "Hey man, the flight's over." I was like, "Oh no shit."
Madness. No, crazy times, Gosh. But I loved it down there in Brazil, it was so simple, but the food, everything was fucking great. I went down there pure innocent, I went down there pure innocent. I didn't know about, not drinking water or not eating, the pork or anything else. I went down there, I drank everything. I ate everything. I never got sick at all. But probably now, it could be mind games, it could be probably now if I went and done it, I'd probably get sick. You know what I mean? But at that time, which is not 1,000 years ago, I went down, I engulfed and everything, I mind it, it was brilliant because, the girl I was dating at the time, they lived in a, it was very simple, small house. But right outside they had like a field, like a soccer field. And I was down playing fucking soccer with the kids every day, They were younger than me, like they were only fucking teenagers, and I was in my 30s, and I was bringing out my old days, I thought I was fucking Pele, you know what I mean? But no, it was a brilliant experience, and they loved, those kids, they got a lot from me, they loved me, just for being somebody different, you know what I mean? Yeah, and being able to play football, you know what I mean? Not as good as what who the older people could be, but just somebody could relate them, and wow, massive experience. I'll take I'll take it down with me, I'll take it to my grave,
I've never been to Brazil. I've been to Mexico, and I didn't have the same experience you did with the water. Man, it was bad. The last couple of days of fucking spring break, dude, I was in the can fucking 10 times a day, man. It was horrible. It's fucking horrible. It was hot as shit in that bathroom too, man. It was so hot.
Where in Mexico?
Yeah, Cancun, Mexico, bro. The one bathroom was so hot. Like our hotel ended on like a Tuesday, so we had to like our flight wasn't until later, so we had like 9 hours to kill, and I kept having to use the public bathroom there at the hotel, man. It was fucking death, dude. It was so bad. Yeah, I wouldn't, if I was going to go to Cancun again, I would definitely not go through like discount springbreaktravel.com or whatever the fuck shit, college.
No, there definitely has to be a shitter available, no matter where you go.
Some of those places where you go to the bar and it's just like you didn't want to go in the bathroom. You'll say, okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's so bad, man.
You get a fucking Purple Heart for some of the fucking bathrooms around here. You only see it, as you guys know, I drive all day, and the bathroom sometimes a big problem. Thankfully I've got it kind of sorted out. There's a couple of gas stations that I service every 3 months, so the guys, they kind of know me. These Indian guys or whatever. So you go on, and say, hey, could I get the key? And they give you the keys on a big fucking stick.
I
gotta lay an egg. You know what I mean? No, but it's just the facts of reality. I just fucking, anybody on the road all fucking day long. I can't imagine.
That's where coronavirus kind of fucked up, because I used to love McDonald's, because McDonald's usually has a pretty clean bathroom. You know what I mean? So if I was driving anywhere I need to use a can, okay, there's a McDonald's room. But then, man, there for a while they would just close everything. You had to wait for your rest stops. Man, there was a couple times I had to go so bad. I would go to Michigan to get weed every couple weeks, and it's like some of those times, man, I had to specifically figure out where I was going, because if not, man, I would just I had to pee on the side of the road a couple times because it was that bad. It was fucking ridiculous.
Okay. True enough. Never mind the bottle,
Right. I think one time I actually did have to go in a cup, and I just bumped it.
The large McDonald's cups work really well.
Yeah, you gotta get when you get the large fries, you gotta get the large drink as well. That usually can hold it.
Well, it's weird though, because like you'll drink the coffee that comes in the McDonald's cup, but when you pee, it's more pee than like you drink. Where's all that stuff coming from? Fucking overflowing the cup and shit. You're like, all right, my God, this is good.
Oh, reality. Does anybody else hear an echo, or is it only me?
It went in and out. I don't think it's anybody. I think it's just a fucking StreamYards thing.
Yeah, I haven't heard.
Yeah, it's gone now. It's gone.
Lep City's taking off. Bye, Lep. Enjoy your evening, whatever you're going to go do.
Good night, Lep.
I didn't know who he was blowing kisses to.
I think it's just saying just a general goodbye, everyone. I want to go to sleep.
Well, he usually does that when he's saying hi to someone in the chat.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't even say goodbye.
I think everybody in the chat is either people on the screen who have in a different window, or people just passed out right now. Because
is there still people in the chat?
Yeah, we got Cody O'Reilly Auto Parts still in the chat, and Mark A is in the chat as well.
He likes my cat butthole pic.
Right, he was commenting on Chris's pic there for a while. The diamond butthole.
I want to know who set that up.
The diamond.
Who made that picture?
Oh, I thought you did that yourself in Paint. How did you get that? You just Google, diamond buttholes, or what did you do?
Bedazzled cat butthole, I believe, was the search. You don't want to see my YouTube or my Google search history, Jay.
100% don't.
I don't think anybody wants to see anybody else's. There's times that, like, I've been out with somebody and I'll start typing something in and they're looking over and I'm like, get the fuck away. You don't know what you're going to see.
Well, sometimes it's like, you're just asking, there's something you don't know off the top of your head and you just want a confirmation. You're like, okay, how do you spell blah, 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 or whatever. And that's in your Google history. You don't want somebody going in there thinking like, God, this guy doesn't know how to spell the word, chrysanthemum. He's a fucking moron.
How do you spell chrysanthemum, just for people in the chat who are curious?
I think it's CHRYSTHANS.
Let's all search. Let's look
I'm not
it
going to
up.
argue with you. I'll just take your word on it.
Google searches now.
We can have Google do it. Okay, Google, volume 8.
Elemental P.
Okay, Google, stop. Stop. Okay, Google.
The fuck were you and your wife doing before you went live,
I have
dude?
no idea what that music was. Okay, Google.
Yeah,
How do you
of course
spell
you don't.
chrysanthemum? Hey, Google. How do you spell chrysanthemum? It's not doing it. Okay, Google. Spell chrysanthemum.
Stop. Now my Googles just went off.
Chrysanthemum is spelled CHRYSANTHEM.
Downstairs audio group. The smart bastard over there. Eh?
Oh, my Googles just went off.
Okay, we got to do the Siri device. Okay, Siri, spell chrysanthemum.
To turn off music or other media, you can say, stop the music or stop the podcast.
Please don't stop the I remember once. Do you remember that song? Please don't stop the music.
What's up, the music?
One time I was in the car, and I don't know if I was high or just giddy on sugar or whatever, but I was turning the car off. And I was trying to stop. I was like, somebody was like, turn off the music. I was like, I tried, but I can't. Please don't stop the music. So I just fucking lost it. It was so fucking funny. Oh my goodness. My goodness. And we have a lot of drunk viewers joining us. We're up to 15 in an hour and 55 in. That's pretty crazy, man. If you're out there and you want to join the party, man, cam up and join us. As long as you're not going to talk shit and disrespect me or the chat members, I don't really give a fuck what you do. No boobs or cocks or anything like that. We don't have nudity. Who's this is a fucking YouTube. It's a family show and shit. Not OnlyFans.
Who's out there? Julie.
I don't know. Because there's 16 people watching. Maybe like one guy watching with like 16 phones, probably. But
yeah, get somebody on there. Frankenstein.
Oh, the Toy Man raid. Okay, good. Toy Man. I love Toy Man. He's good. Welcome back. Hey, if you're out there and you came from Toy Man's channel, I'll love you if you subscribe to my channel. Click the subscribe button in the bottom right. I think it is. A little depths. Toy Man, you're awesome, dude. I love that guy. Hell yeah. Toy Man panty raid. Toy Man's gonna steal all the panties and sell them to the Goodwill for $1. Do you know anybody? Not yourself. You could just complain without a friend. Do you know anybody who's ever bought underwear from the Goodwill?
Where's he going to steal them? Where's he going to steal them from?
Anybody? Why do they still sell the Goodwill? I think they still sell it up there. The drawers up at the Goodwill. Why would? I do they gotta wash that shit, right? I mean, they don't just take the underwear from bags and put it right up.
$1.
Wash all those clothes like at the Goodwill. Like you get them and they're not washed.
$1 panties with no stains.
Wait, who's the poor bastard who's getting paid $11.85 an hour to go to all the fucking dirty underwear? Like, oh, this one looks good. Put it. Oh no, there's a fucking. Somebody had that time of the month last year. They throw it away. Oh yeah, that'd be a horrible job.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, if you're out there, yeah, definitely like Toy Man said, smash the like button. Jaffa Haynes, welcome to the party. Subscribe as well. Give me some love. You know, I spread the love like a fucking horse spreads your legs. You know that, man. I'm on YouTube all the time. Literally all the time. Like, I'm probably on YouTube when I sleep. You know what's weird, though, on that tip? My son will go around and watch these, like, gaming channels, the younger guys and shit talking about GameCraft games and stuff. And, man, I'll have 3-4 devices going on YouTube channels I have never seen before in my life, just constantly playing the whole night. Like, we come out the garage and I'll hear some British guy talking about Minecraft. I'm like, okay, I guess that guy got 4 free watch hours. Nice. Toy Man's legit, man. Smash the like button, Raiders. Hell yeah. Toy Man, Toy Man, jump up if you want, man. For sure. He plays the guitar, drums, or some shit. He is a bar too. I should pay more attention. But I don't. I'm usually pretty high, so it's like I forget a lot of stuff.
Hey Joey, I feel like you went from a happy Father's Day to a fucking hello daddy fucking conversation.
Pretty much. I mean, that's usually how it works.
Hello.
The shows without a guest kind of usually start out with wholesome, and then at the end of the day, nobody ever does the show prep, so it turns into a.
We went from Polaroid to Panty Raid. I don't know where this is going to go beyond that.
But Toy Man had his surgery last week, I believe. I mean, I'm not giving out any HIPAA information. He had to scream about it. So we're glad that your surgery went good, brother. For sure. It was, I don't know if it was traumatic. He seemed to be fine. It wasn't like twitch or anything. So Seemed to be good.
Toy Man, I wouldn't trust him. He's fucking doxed me a million times on fucking YouTube. Oh, Hobo lives in Jackson Township over there next to the Sonic.
That's
Sonic
right.
Sonic does sound good right now, though. Actually, I can fuck with some Sonic. Dude,
Sonic a Hedgehog.
Pat took so many cookies, dude. He's such a fucking cheap ass. There's like I made a dozen cookies. I think I had like 2 or 3. I think Don had 1, and Pat must have took like 4 or 5 because I told him I wasn't charging because he usually goes, "How much are they?" I said, "Oh, you just take as many as you want." He just took like 4. So he's gonna be getting high all week, and I know he's not watching us, so we talk shit about him.
Cookies. I didn't eat it yet.
Oh, have you had those 2 cookies yet, Bobby, from Pennsylvania?
I haven't. I had a gummy, and I do have 1 cookie.
Cookies. Those are the same cookies we had at Keith. That's just gonna fucking knock out your ass. So be careful. Make sure you're on the couch and you're eating. You can be like, ask Bobby. She knows how it is. As long as you're sitting down, you're good. Cookies.
I wasn't sitting down. I never sit down.
That was kind of like
Actually, I did sit down there. You're right. I did sit.
You were sitting down for a hot minute there the first night, especially because you got when you landed. You just like boom, and the whole party you were just fucking out.
Well, at least I was awake.
Oh yeah, you enjoyed the party. I'm sure there was a lot of bright lights and colors.
I have become comfortably numb.
That is true. I don't remember going to bed that night. All I know is I didn't even unroll the sleeping bag, and I just woke up in the morning flat on my back in the middle of the tent.
I kind of passed out and waking up. Love it.
Sometimes that's the best way to sleep.
It was comfortable. Keith's grass is pretty soft and cozy.
Yeah.
And the second night, man, it was fucking rain like there was no tomorrow. It was so much rain. It was crazy.
Monsoon. Looked like a monsoon.
It was. We were just standing there, and it was look over there. The lightning storm. That's what the one short I had was that lightning storm. It was like for like fucking half hour, just constantly lightning going every 10 seconds. Another thing would come in and come in again. And
I mean you. Sorry, Joey. Don't mean to jump on there. I mind you showing the video on your phone last Saturday night, and all you could see was the lightning flashes in the background,
Yeah.
And Keith stepped up and says, at least I don't have to pay for this light show. Or it's fucking Pink Floyd all over the place, Yeah.
It was like a laser Floyd. It was really cool. The lightning was really cool. It was almost like they did it for us. It was kind of fun. It was kind of cool.
Actually, Lep did leave his little light show down there. Keith does have a permanent light show now.
Oh, see if he forgot the strobe light we never used or whatever.
He meant to leave it there.
Oh, nice. He was just dumping stuff. We should donate just a bunch of stuff we didn't want. Just leave it at Keith's house and shit. Oh, what's this old generator doing here? It doesn't work. Oh, it's for you, Keith. All you gotta do is get that back part fixed. It's like $300 and you're good to go.
Yeah, he's got a light show. He's got a couple of racks of ribs in the fridge.
His clock is working, right?
Yeah, Rob replaced his clock in the kitchen. He has a working clock now.
Yeah, it's not 2024 anymore or whatever it was before.
405 or whatever.
Yeah.
Who changed the battery?
I'd like to thank that donut shop out there in Evansville that donated 4 donuts to my belly because those were really good donuts too.
Oh my God, you pigged out on those donuts.
I did. I was so hungry, and we were just kind of waiting. I think they're still working on I think it was the wing day that Saturday. And I was like, fuck it, man. It's time to eat something. And I just kept eating donuts. And I was like, nobody else is eating the donuts, so fuck it. I'm going to eat me another donut. And then next thing you know, I think I ate half the box.
Where was that from? Is it the Donut Bank?
And I 100% don't remember the name. 100% don't remember the name. That sounds about right. It wasn't a name brand place. It was like an off-brand spot. So
there's a place there that's like a small chain. I think it's the Donut Bank or something like that. It's got bank and donut in it, but it's like they're all brick buildings. They look like a fucking bank. But all they do is sell
they had the maple logs and a couple things. It was pretty good. I can fuck with it again. I mean, I'm not gonna like drive down to Evansville just to get those donuts, but if I'm in Evansville, I mean, I would eat them. Somebody asked about somebody asked me that about the Larry Bird statue. I was like, if you're in the area, come see it. But I wouldn't, drive 6 hours just to go see the statue. I mean, it's kind of silly. I mean, I don't know.
Is that how long it took you to get down there, Joey? 6 hours?
Well, it was about 7 hours to Evansville itself. And it depends.
Which way did you come?
You go through 71 through Cincinnati, comes up through Kentucky, and then comes back up.
Okay. I didn't know if you went down to 70, crossed over, and went south.
No, we didn't do that. That was the fastest way was that way. But traffic around Cincinnati was kind of jacked up because it was like, all in and around. Like it takes you off the freeway and shit. Like the GPS is taking us off the freeway to avoid some traffic, and we're going through a bunch of hilly ass streets and shit right around the Ohio River. It's real hilly.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I did decide for the Browns game. I think for the Browns Bengals game, we're going to stay at the Radisson in Covington right there. I know you know what I'm talking about. It looks like a honeycomb building, but they got balconies in that bad boy. So you got a balcony, you know what that means? Smoke dirty, so that's cool right there. And we'll be able
I know Covington very well, my friend.
See,
you go. You don't drink, but there's the party barn, liquor barn. It's the largest liquor store in the fucking country.
Oh, nice. Yeah, last time we were there, we went across the river because, like in Ohio, everything was closed, but in Kentucky was open. So we went across the way, and there was I think it was a Hooters we went to actually. But the one place we went past, it was like there was a crowd waiting outside, and we were, this place was cool at first, because you see the crowd. But then you looked in the line, it was all fucking kids in their 20s. Like, yeah, we're a little old for this bullshit. So that's when we went to the Hooters. But yeah, so everything being open this time should be epic, man. We got my dude said we got like 130 people in our group going down. So it's gonna be fucking intense, dude. It's gonna be really insane down there. Cincinnati's gonna be a blast. The opener in KC is gonna be fucking awesome, honestly, too, man. Shit.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. I don't go out much at all, hardly. But if you do go out these days, you go in, it's fucking, you take all of us and whatever age we are, it's fucking, it's all the young pups, Hey, squirrel!
Uh-oh. Mr.
Oh,
Squirrel.
hey.
It's all young pups.
Hi.
You know what I mean?
How much? How we doing?
Pretty good, man. What's up with you, bud?
Cheers, bro.
Listen, I was over here fucking hanging out, just fucking staring at your fucking ugly ass forever. And I'm like, I guess this motherfucker's not going to let anybody up. I jump over and Blake's on, so I start chatting with Blake. He pulls me up on panel. I look over. You got a full panel. Fuck you, Joey. And then I went to come over here like 20 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago, whatever it was. Maybe 10, 15. And I'm like, I'm going to fucking say goodbye to Blake and jump over to Joey. And then I see fucking Leps in the chat. Give me the link again. He jumped off here and jumped back off over there. I'm like, well, now I can't fucking just jump out. And then Lep just fucking pulled a fucking squirrel on me. He was sitting there fucking just smiling. All of a sudden he's like, fuck you. And he just left.
Nice.
So disappointed.
Freaking Blake. So what's up with you, bud? How was your Friday, your Juneteenth? Did you enjoy your Juneteenth?
Well,
Juneteenth.
I'm just going to say yes. I enjoyed my Juneteenth. It's
awesome.
Do you have an orange story for me, Squirrel? Because I didn't read your comment on my Facebook post.
Oh, geez. I didn't
feel it was appropriate.
I don't have a real story. I was just saying that I could imagine a situation where someone would suck a dick for an orange. I'm always the kind of guy who's going to come up with the perfect scenario as to where that could happen. So the way I envision it is this crackhead goes down the alley and there's the drug dealer, right? And the crackhead's like, yo, man, I need some crack. And the guy's like, yeah, get you a fucking small rock for fucking $8, whatever. I don't know what the going rate for crack is. And the guy's like, yeah, man, just I need some crack, but I got no money. The guy's like, well, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. You're gonna have to pay for it somehow. Go fucking beg for some food. I'm hungry. Get me some food, and I'll fucking give you a crack rock if you get me a snack. And the guy walks around the corner and he sees a guy standing with an orange in his hand, and well, there you go. The story writes itself from there. Somehow somebody got a blowjob for an orange that day, guaranteed. Yep. So how you guys doing, anyways? It's good to see you. Thanks for having me on the show, Joey. You fucking piece of shit. You walk away when I get here. Thanks. Fuck. Anyways,
he's no longer the pivot man. He's just piece of shit.
I changed his name on Facebook Messenger. So on my phone, whenever he sends me a message, it says Pivot Man. It's awesome. It's glorious. Oh fuck. Shit.
All in there. All good to see you, Squirrel.
Yeah, man. Thanks. It's good to be seen. It's good to see you too, man. You know, it's good to hang out with you guys. I always enjoy coming and hanging out with you guys. It's a good time.
You get your humor is hilarious. My gosh.
Thanks, man.
It just blends in with everybody else, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a big marshmallow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't fucking. Yeah, it's fucking Friday night. My oldest is gone on a scouting trip. Everybody's in bed. My wife went to bed early. Fucking, I'm gonna be everywhere tonight. A handful of fucking gummies and a fucking half a jizzy, man. You're good to go. Well, I will be in a few minutes. What is this? Apparently I had a fucking granola bar. See, this one I'm talking about.
What's the THC on the granola bar?
The granola bar, there's none. It was the gummy bears.
What's the nearest THC thing you got? Just eat that.
Oh no, I just did. I just ate I ate a half a bag of gummy bears. It's
nice.
Not a lot.
Nice.
It's like 50 grams, but yeah.
Okay, that's a good start. That's a good start. That combined with some blunts will get you going nice. I like it.
I went out and smoked, and it's good for a Friday. You know, I was gonna record tonight, and I said, well, let's see, either I record or I get high and go hang out live. Oh, I'm basically gonna go twist one up. That was an easy decision, you know.
Why do you think I just do this? I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm interviewing people half the time, and I'm really just sitting here smoking weed all day. I mean, it's all I'm wanting to do. Just get paid to smoke weed. So, fuck it, you know.
Stoned immaculate.
Squirrel's literally that guy I met a couple weeks ago who was in charge of lighting the fire pit at the hotel and left the gas on too long and couldn't figure out how to get the safety on the clicky fucking lighter. And then all of a sudden, no fucking eyelashes.
Hold on a second. At first, I was agreeing with you, but I'm not that fucking guy.
You might be soon if you keep eating them goddamn gummy bears.
Oh.
Boy,
you just hold on. I just realized I might be that guy now.
What'd you say, Colin?
Oh, but you just brought a story to my mind about 4 weeks ago. A guy in our work, you know, it was you know, it a 30-foot ladder, and you know, up against the building, he was sealing a hole at the top, you know, because rodents were getting in. So well and so good, the job was done, and he got down off a ladder, you know, but he was walking it back. He walked it under a fucking power line, an electricity line. He got electrocuted.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, and he's lucky he's not dead. The guy's only in his 30s. He's a young guy, but you know, whatever way the electricity went through the line, through the aluminum ladder onto him, he lost his big toe and his pinky. He lost blew the two toes off him.
So,
sorry, you know.
No, listen. I heard this. You told me this story the other day on a panel. And,
did I tell you something?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think it was most of us, but that's okay. So I got questions now though, because I had questions before, but I didn't. You know, out of respect, I didn't. But I realize now, you just fucking throw this story out there. You don't give a fuck about if I laugh about this guy's toes, right?
No, no.
I'm not gonna laugh about him. I'm just gonna ask a question about him.
I wouldn't say I don't care about the guy, Squirrel.
No, I don't mean you don't care about him.
I do.
Right. But I'm saying, you know, what I meant was you don't mind if I have questions, right?
No, not at all.
Did they find the toes, or like were they in the shoes? Is that what? I don't know what happens when I don't know. Is it more of a? You know what I mean?
You're looking for the surgeons.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, when someone, I know that happens to people, but does it like just burn the toes, or does it literally, like?
Well, Fred his toes were in his socks, and I guess when they get in the surgery, you know, it's like frostbite. They can decide whatever they're going to save or not save, or whatever they have to amputate or not amputate. So this poor guy, you know, the big right toe and then the left pinky was
Losing a pinky is not bad, but the big toe sucks.
yeah.
That's
That's
your
your
balance toe. You need that
That's
for
your
balance.
balance
Your
a
big
toe,
toe,
right?
Yeah,
I thought that
exactly.
was the pinky toe. That was the balance toe.
For the other side, but you could walk around with no pinky toe. Your main toe, you need that big toe, or else you're just gonna be limping and shit. It's gonna look
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah,
Listen, if you lose the pinky toe, your foot comes up like this and then kind of curves over. If you lose the pinky toe, the curve's just a little faster. So you just got to learn to walk on a different curve, man.
yeah.
Welcoming Toyman's Bar and Grill, sir. How are you?
No.
Joey, what's going on? Tony, how are you? Hello, Bobby. How you?
Hey.
We are just
How is everybody else?
Hey, what's going on?
Great, man. How you doing, bro?
Smoking.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. By the day, as each day goes by, I get stronger and breathe better, and
Praise
everything's good.
Good, man. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's your recovery plan like? What do they got you doing?
A lot of exercise.
Okay.
Now that I can start raising my arms over my head now,
Okay.
right? Now I've been banging on the drums.
Nice.
There you go.
You got to get the heart pumping and the blood flowing, they said. So a lot of walking. And I've gone out and done some walking. Get the lungs inflated again.
I heard you talking about using the pedals to move the feet, right?
Yep. Oh yeah. That's the one thing they get you to do. Even if they tell you when you're laying in bed, move your feet up and down like this.
What did you have? Open heart surgery?
No, it wasn't open heart surgery. They went in through my side and did a microscopic surgery and repaired a heart valve. Is what they did.
All right. So everything's
So,
good.
yeah, so everything's good.
Yeah.
I've noticed a big difference in it. I have noticed a difference in the performance of my heart because it used to beat like I used to feel it beat the fuck out of my fucking chest. Now it's just like pumping like normal. It's like no thump 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 going on anymore.
Yeah, I got kind of the same thing going on. Arrhythmia.
Yeah.
And I'm on Tuperol, 50 milligrams every day.
Oh yeah.
Beta blocker. But no, just you said you had that surgery to control that, and you said your heart's going good now. I think that's going to be something I'm going to have in probably the near future.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they got me on blood thinners just to help the heart, start pumping again, and of course, temporarily a blood pressure pill.
Right.
Because there's nothing wrong with my pressure. Because since they fixed it, my blood pressure went back to normal.
Nice.
So.
Amazing surgeons.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and this guy is good. He's good at what he does. He's one of the best that we have here in London, Ontario, at the University Hospital. He does these surgeries all the time. The only problem is that when you come out of it, you're in a lot of pain because they're actually spreading your ribs apart right in here. They go in and they're making an incision, and then they go. Air tubes and everything have to go in. All kinds of drainage tubes, right? So you got all these tubes sticking out of you, and it hurts.
That's my worst fear. That's my worst. I don't want to say fear, but my worst anxiety about surgery whenever I come, because something has to be fixed here. Is when they got a catheter,
yeah.
I mean it's just something. It's a man's thing.
And having that catheter pulled out of you ain't no fun either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of hurts. It's like they tell you to count to 3 and hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, and they pull it up and you go, damn! And then it starts to burn. You get this burning sensation, which lasts for about 5 frickin' minutes.
No, that's one of my.
Fuck that.
Before this conversation this evening, that's just something that lies in my mind.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was been waiting for the surgery for 3 years.
Yeah, well, thank God you're feeling good.
Yeah.
And you feel it. Your heart's beating better now. So hey,
Oh yeah. There we go.
happy days. You know.
And I haven't touched a cigarette since I've been out of the hospital. So
Oh, good for you, man.
yeah.
That's awesome.
No, I got myself fixed up. You think I'm going to fuck it up now? No.
Good.
It's like a new transmission. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So I said I'm gonna light up a cigarette.
That and Tony and Tony, what you did for me, their brother, the other day with that video and stuff, I really do appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. I still got to get in there and check out all the comments yet. So
yeah. Well, I was, I don't know, man. I as much of a douchebag as I play on YouTube. I'm a good Christian, you know. I believe in God.
you're a good. You're a good guy. I really like you and everything and shit. And what you did really touched my heart, man. Thank you very much.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man. I know. I believe that the prayers help. So, and man, I respect you, man. I bust your fucking balls every time I see you, but I actually like you too. You know, it's nice. Isn't that nice?
Yeah. Yes.
Nice.
It's one of those things. If I don't pick on you, it means I don't fucking like you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna grab a beer, guys. 2 seconds.
All right, for sure. 1, 2.
All right.
Went down to 2.
Yeah.
Colin, you're fired. Drop the show.
I was a bartender for a long time, and I literally had people say at the bar, like, "Man, how come you don't ever bust my balls?" Like, yeah, no. I just walk away. You know, it's like, listen, man.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Then that's I have people say that to me as well. You don't bust my balls and you don't talk to me, and I look at them and say, well, I really don't talk to idiots, so I'm sorry, and walk away.
Proper order. I
Yeah.
agree. Yep, I agree. But,
Well, that's half of life is just teasing people and joking around, and obviously you don't want to bully them. I mean, but you can't even I don't. It's weird to say you talk to everybody the same, but I mean, I try to do that at least. I mean, if somebody's in a wheelchair, I'm not going to tease them a little bit. Be like, hey, is that thing got rocket boosters on the back, or just something to make them laugh. Make them feel like they're part of the group. And not try to ostracize them.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
And then you find out that the fucking person in the wheelchair is in there because they got in like a really bad fireworks accident. That's
right,
not
so you know
cool,
you're fucked up.
Like what?
Yeah.
So you never know. You never know. I'll be right back.
yeah, no, it's all fucking common sense and appreciation of people and appreciation of life. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, back when I was growing up as a kid, we respected each other. We picked on each other.
Yeah.
We didn't worry about hurting each other's fucking feelings. Whatever we said, it's just like nowadays. Oh, my feelings hurt.
Oh yeah. No, they're fucking. Yeah. No, it's you can't say nothing. You know what I mean?
Basically, we pound the shit out of each other when we're done. Yeah. All right, this fight's not going anywhere. Yes, I agree. Okay, it's time for a beer.
Yeah.
Time to get loaded.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember, same what you guys are talking about. I remember, I went to Catholic boys' school in Ireland, and you had a 15-minute break time, and you used to play. Then you used to play soccer, but you weren't allowed a soccer ball, so somebody brought a fucking tennis ball, So the teams and the guys are playing with a fucking ball, and what happened? Somebody get into a row. You're talking teenagers. All of a sudden, all right, you're down the hill outside the school, and two guys are punching it up. You know what I mean? That's the way it was. If you had done it right there and then, in like the play area, you know, the school teachers would have been down, and at that time, corporal punishment was still, you know, allowed. So they may have leather strap and they would have fucking beat you, you know. But no, it's just kind of relating to what brother, what you were talking about. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Just crazy times, you know.
You know, I tell people all the time when I meet them, I tell them like it is. You don't like it, it ain't my problem. Sorry, you know. And a lot of people don't like it when you tell it like it. I don't like that. Well, that's too fucking bad. I tell it like it is.
Yeah, tell the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to sit here and fucking sugarcoat it just for you. You know.
At the end of the day, we all have our final interview, and you know, you know, hopefully we'll all go out. If we haven't told the truth, hopefully we'll go out telling the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Pennsylvania, she's taking off.
You out of here, Bobby?
No, not Arizona, Bobby. Pennsylvania, Bobby's
Bobby
calling
left.
it.
Oh, Pennsylvania, Bobby, staying off. All right, Pennsylvania, Bobby, have yourself a good one.
Just got to do Pennsylvania things. We can only assume involving, like, I don't know, what's the Keystone States. They're probably gonna like build a bridge and bring some healing. I guess I don't know what they do in Pennsylvania.
You want to get that pipeline going again? Get that.
Some of the first oil in the United States was found in Pennsylvania, I believe. Oil City, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
It was
I think so.
1870s, 1880s, something like that. It's a real big. If you ever go to get a chance, it's cool to drive to Oil City because like there's a bunch of Victorian, real big mansions and shit around there. It's really cool looking.
Pennsylvania was ripe with
Shit,
money.
I used to truck into Pennsylvania all the time. We call it the Rolling Hills, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Well, you always had to take the non-turnpike route because if you took the lower one, it's going to cost you so much as a truck driver. But it's free up top. That's what, like when I would go back and forth to because I was stationed in like a 6-month trip to Fort Dix. Now it's called like Fort Dix, Lakenhurst, McGuire, or whatever. But it was McGuire Air Force Base back then. But I would always go back and forth to Cleveland. But if you took the northern route 80, it was free. But if you took the turnpike, it was like $40. I was like, fuck that shit.
Oh yeah, no, I never did take the toll roads or anything like that. I always went the back roads.
I love Pennsylvania. Love Pennsylvania.
So
it's
great in the fall when you go through Pennsylvania because you get all the trees are turning all the different colors. It looks fucking beautiful.
Yeah, so many small towns. So many.
You don't want to get caught in a snowstorm out there though. There was a couple times they come back like the freeway would just get shut down. They'd take on a route. And you have to follow they have different color routes. So like a orange route, blue route, and black route. Okay, these all the signs to get back to the road it's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're going through all those old coal mining towns. You know, what's that one town? It's still smoking. Everybody's moved out of it.
Oh, like Denora or something like that?
Begins with a C. I just watched a video on it the other day.
Yeah, it's up in western Pennsylvania.
Like 30 years ago, like they had a coal mine and it got caught on fire and it's been burning ever since then.
Yeah,
the underground fire, they're still going.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
They could still live there if they wanted to. Like that was the agreement with the government was you can stay here until you die and then whatever the fucking eminent domain takes over.
Yeah,
and there's like a church left. I think there's like 2 people who live there.
Yeah, exactly, Hobo. You know, there's a church, a couple of people, but
Camellia, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. You're touching base on it. Google it quickly.
Centralia.
There you go. That's it. Yeah.
And there's like people that like spray painted like the fucking devils here on the fucking asphalt because there's just smoke coming out from it.
Mm-hmm. And all the tarmac is fucking upended and cracked. You know, and it's not so much of the fire that they're telling people to get out. It's because of the gases coming up from the anthracite coal.
Mhm.
Hobo, that's amazing that you touch base on that because yeah, when I first came to America in '86, I was up around that coal mine country, a little bit further down from Centralia. I was in Iceland, coal mining country as well. But I visited that place. You know what I mean? And that was '86, right? That's what 34 years ago. You know, so imagine what it's like now. You know
Well,
what I mean?
I was just reading the Wikipedia article. It says it's a borough in Columbia County, Pennsylvania. Its population has dwindled from more than 1,000 residents in 1980 to 63 by 1992, only 5 in 2017. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. And just going back to what the brother here is saying, about truck driving, just driving through Pennsylvania, it's just like just going through obscure, all of a sudden a little town pops up.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, there are many times where I've driven early in the morning going down the hill and you see the fog sitting there, and actually the fog's above you, and you're going underneath the fog, and then you come up the other side.
There's some
That's-
dangerous roads too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're ever in Ohio and you're going to DC, there you obviously got to go to Pennsylvania. But there's a spot there's a place called Breezewood where you got to totally get off the freeway and get on another freeway. It's so annoying, and they did it on purpose because there's like every kind of story you can think of right there. Getting off the freeway.
Mhm.
Tony knows what I'm talking about. Breezewood, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. I have gone through there many times.
Pennsylvania has the weirdest beer laws ever. Like, I don't know. It's just some of the weirdest alcohol laws that you ever see. It's kind of weird. Well, even in Indiana, it was kind of weird. Like, they couldn't sell at gas stations. You couldn't sell beer in the refrigerator. You had to have it at room temperature.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was really
that was a little crazy. I'm thinking, who the hell wants a warm beer?
Right. I guess I technically see the reasoning behind it because they want to, they don't want people to drink and drive. Hey, there's a road pop, I can drink this on the way home. But I mean, it's like, man, I don't know. You want a cold beer? I don't want to wait fucking 45 minutes for this thing to get cold. I want to drink it right now. So I don't know.
Well, I know if you're gonna drink the true Guinness, they drink it warm over there.
Yeah, that's true.
No. I'm sorry. I like my Guinness beer, but I want it fucking cold.
Yeah. I used to drink it lukewarm over there, back in the day, but many years now living in America, I like it chilled, and I think that's what Guinness brought out the cold flow. You get that widget and a can.
Yeah.
It's a fucking product, isn't it?
But saying that, to be honest, I was, years ago, I was always a big Guinness drinker, but what now? I'm a light beer guy.
Oh, you're a light beer guy now. Oh, there you
go. I'm pure American,
No, not all Americans drink that swill.
I do my best, squirrel.
I don't drink that shit.
What do you drink, squirrel?
I drink IPAs or stouts or.
Oh, you still drink your dark beers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't drink a lot of beers. When I do, I prefer a good heavy beer.
Yeah, well, that's
one of my favorite beers I used to love, and I can't get it. I haven't found it anywhere anymore. I found it in the bottle, but not on draft. Is McEwen's.
Oh yeah.
But not the Scotch ale. The Scotch ale is the only one I can find in the bottom. The draft. I want the McEwen's ale draft, not Scotch ale.
The one beer I really liked here, we don't get it here in Canada anymore because it was a really good draft beer, and that was called Rickard's Red. That was really nice, smooth tasting beer, nice red looking beer. It had a little touch of salt to it.
Right.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
The other one I really liked, and I haven't found this anywhere, bottle or draft, is I don't know if they still make it, but it was called John Courage. That was a great beer. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I haven't seen it in years.
The other thing that we got to That's the equivalent to Ricker's Red anymore is a beer called Barking Squirrel.
Trying to-
No,
trying
I'm
to
serious.
match
There's a beer called fucking Barking Squirrel.
Awesome.
Barking squirrel. You only get a case of loose.
And it's not a bad beer, actually. It's pretty good.
So you're up in Canada, right?
Yep. Yeah, I'm in Canada.
Ontario?
Yeah.
What about your prime minister up there? What's the story? How's the lockdowns going on?
Oh, you mean Baby Huey? I don't give a fuck what he's doing.
Yeah, I know he's a crazy man.
Yeah, he's a retard. There you go. He's a fucking idiot.
No.
Well, he's trying to. I think what he's trying to do is like make a point, like, oh, we're better than America, so we're gonna, play this really safe and come out of this. And he's looking like kind of a silly fool because, like,
I think he's a communist.
Oh yeah.
I think he's a total communist.
Because once the vaccine is at a certain level, you just have to open. I mean, it's especially once the old people, once all the people over 70 are pretty much vaccinated in the nursing homes, that's where 75% of the deaths were coming from. So once that place is taken care of, you gotta let restrictions go and stuff. It's just,
And it's the other thing is that the border. Now they decided they're going to open up the Canada-U.S. border sometime in July. Well, when July comes around, that's never going to fucking happen because they said that back the last few fucking months. It's going to open up. It's going to open up. It ain't going to fucking open up this fucking year.
Yeah,
because he doesn't want it opened up yet.
He's an evil man. He's an evil.
Meanwhile, all the border towns on either side of the border are fucking hurting because they rely on each other for fucking business.
Right. Absolutely.
Like Canadians go over there to shop in America, Americans come over here to shop in Canada, and all the fucking border cities, and every one of our border cities on both sides of the border are fucking hurting. Because why? Because numbnuts in fucking Ottawa don't want to fucking open up shit. And then if we try to leave Canada, we can fly into anywhere if we want. But when we come back, we're faced with a $2,000 fucking fine.
Wow.
Now, is it countrywide or is it like province by province? I know wherever Janice lives, she was like, "Oh, I had something I wanted to send you, but I couldn't buy a frame for it." I said, "You couldn't buy a frame?"
Right.
She said, "No, it's not an essential item." I said, "You motherfuckers are still playing the essential item game? We played that for like 3 weeks, and everybody was like, 'Fuck you,' and they just
apparently groceries and building supplies are essential items to buy.
And they don't,
clothing.
they don't carry COVID on those items. Apparently,
No.
the other items are the only thing.
And apparently clothing is non-essential.
pet food too, they said, is not essential as well.
Exactly. Getting your haircut's not essential either.
Yeah.
But all the beer stores and liquor stores are open up because that's essential.
It is, and I'll tell you why. You want to know why, though? I'll tell you why. Getting your haircut's not essential. It's an inconvenience. But I work in the liquor industry. I thought that I was going to be out of work when COVID hit. I was like, well, fuck. How am I going to keep my house? Like, I worried about all that shit. The next day, my boss called the second day, and he was like, just so you know, we're full force. We're not stopping. And I was like, oh, I thought they were going to shut us down. They're shutting the whole country down. He said, they can't shut us down. There's too many alcoholics in this world. Too many people. If they shut us down, crime would go through the fucking roof because they'd all be going spastic wanting to get a fix. And for the ones that don't want to and just wouldn't do stupid shit, that's a very small percentage of people that would.
Mm-hmm.
They'd all start having DTs and they'd have seizures and convulsions and they'd all end up running to the hospital. And the last thing they wanted was more people at the hospital. They would tell people to stay the fuck out of the hospital at all costs. So that's why the liquor industry kept going, because they didn't want people having seizures and going to the hospital. Crazy.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good point, Squirrel. Good point, Squirrel. You know? Yeah,
like we can go anywhere in our province, but you can't go from province to province because the borders are still locked up from province to province.
Wow, so the state borders or the province borders are locked up. So even during the peak of lockdown up here. I was still driving to Michigan every month. So I mean, geez.
Oh yeah.
No, but Canada is in a ridiculous state of affairs as far as the lockdown is concerned, and it all goes down to what's his name, brother?
Oh, you mean Trudeau?
Yeah, Trudeau.
Yeah.
It's all down to that turd. It's all down to him.
Oh yeah. He's the biggest fucking buffoon that ever got fucking elected.
New World Order gum shit. You know.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's I feel bad. You know, I watch a few channels on here. You know, mostly Christian channels. You know, and there's a few guys talking from Canada, and they're just talking about the whole situation. You know, that's why I said, are you in Ontario? You know, because that's what they're talking about. You know, and yeah, no, it's a disgrace. You know, Ireland was the same. You know, cool lockdowns all over the place. You know,
Oh yeah.
although I haven't been there in many a year now. Well, when I say many a year, it's 10 years since I was last there to visit my family. You know, but the same scenario. You know, they were, especially I came from Northern Ireland too, you know what I mean? And those people ain't used to being locked down, you know. I was a Catholic, Northern Ireland, those Catholics in Northern Ireland, aren't used to being locked down, eventually they'll rise up and they'll fight, you know,
Yeah.
like they did in the past against the British, so my point is, they can't keep you guys, they can't keep the guys where I grew up. They can't keep them locked down for too long. No, there will be a rebellion.
Well, eventually too, there's an election, and if nobody's gonna, somebody could just for the other parties come in and be like, "Yo, we're gonna open up," and that's all they gotta say, and they're elected. So it's like you can't keep it forever, obviously.
No.
Yeah, but when you get fucking assholes in government who take over, and the people don't agree with them, and God knows how they've been elected. Period.
Right.
It's natural. The people will rise up. It could be me.
Well, even his dad, even when his dad was prime minister, fucking Pierre Trudeau, he was a fucking idiot too back then.
So he's come from a line. His father was president too, or prime minister. Yeah, it's wow, that's crazy.
Well, XXA says the same thing we're thinking. The lockdown is all bollocks. 100% true. I mean, initially, it had good intentions, but I mean, a lot of the stuff they did was just not. You can't, at least here in the States, you can't just shut down stuff and not expect people to freak out. And when they don't have, you're not replacing their income. I mean, if I owned how many small businesses do we know that, just went out of business because they can't do this? Like my son's dance studio, it was, the small family run operation. And, they came in and said, all right, you're shut down now. And then in the fall, they said, when you reopen time, you can only have class sizes. And she couldn't even finish. Yeah, I couldn't even finish the year. Now the name studio is closed forever. I mean, it's really sad. Yeah, fear mongering, exactly.
Yeah.
Twisted Art Lady's going to come up in about 5 minutes, she says. So good deal.
All right. Yeah. No, that's what they're scaring the pants out of everybody.
Oh yeah, because they want full control.
Yeah, and
that's basically what it boils down to.
Yeah.
I looked at the symptoms of it because I got to do this when I was working, self-assessment type thing before I have to go to work. And I'm looking at all that. Do you have all this? I'm like, all this shit that you're listing is common colds, fucking allergies, all linked to allergies and other shit. And you're putting everything under one fucking little COVID virus 19. Every fucking thing that we know for a virus falls under Boom.
Yeah, like Joey just said, scaremongering. And
Yeah.
that's what they're doing. And the people that are most scared are the people with lack of faith.
Hmm.
You know, you got to keep your faith in God, whether
Oh yeah.
you're religious or you're not religious. You know what I mean? You know, we all have our maker.
Well, a lot of people say to me, "Oh, you don't take this pandemic seriously." I says, "It's another strain of flu, you fucking idiot."
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. It's a little bit stronger strain, but we'll get through it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, some people just want to. I mean, they're not realistic about life. Like, I mean, you
Yeah.
can't. I mean, the initial stuff is fine. You know, you get it, squared away and whatever. But you can't live like that forever. Like you just can't. I mean, it's not
No.
healthy for your immune system to stay in the house all day. It's not healthy for your socialization. There's a lot of people like my kids. I mean, they've lost a lot of friends because they just can't really. They couldn't hang out for the longest time. And it's like, it's a whole 2-3 years kind of lost of their prime development years when they should have been out there, doing this, doing that, and it's like,
Oh yeah, exactly.
What can the kids do? I mean, the kids, now it's slowly opening up here and there, but it's like, I mean, shit, some of these poor kids, they don't, they couldn't do nothing,
Yeah.
Oh shit! Our province would open up for 3-4 fucking months and then close down for fucking another 3-4 fucking open up, close down, open up. Make up your fucking mind what you want to do.
Yeah, at least in
Open
Ohio,
it up and leave it open and let the chips fall where they may.
Right.
we were pretty consistent in Ohio. They only kept the super lockdown like you guys are in right now, and for like maybe not even 6 weeks, and then the restaurants opened up, and then we're kind of we still had the mask after a while, but I mean it was, besides the masking and the distancing here or there, it wasn't terribly bad. And then once the vaccines came in, it was all right. Now we're full open, so I'm not going to complain. I mean, if I didn't see how you guys in the UK and everything were living, I'd be like, all right, this took too long. But I'm like, shit, this really ain't that bad compared to how a lot of these people got it. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
I mean, I understand the thing you're talking about with kids too, with the socialization. I see it with my kids. Luckily, I live in a neighborhood where before they locked us up until the day they locked us all down, all our kids are intermingling. So the three other families that are right around us will all have kids the same age as our kids. They all play baseball together and everything else. We kind of all the parents got together like right when this thing started. And we were like, listen, are we going to commingle 4 families and just fucking say fuck it, or are we going to keep our kids apart? And we were all like, you know what, we'll all do our best. Anybody who had to work, we all just fucking did our best to keep ourselves safe. And we commingled as families. So we had 4 families that all would interact with each other throughout this whole thing. That way we weren't kind of built like a little community, you know what I mean? So we'd all have kids
Yeah.
And it's nice because the kids had friends to play with and all that stuff. If they didn't have that, I can only imagine like what Joey's saying. And Joey's kids have it even worse because at the same time they got this dick trying to turn them into fucking Browns fans. So that sucks.
Yeah, my kids do not like sports at all. Like the girl's into anime, and the boy, he's just into Minecraft and those video games and stuff like that. But yeah, they do not like.
You got 2 kids, Joey?
Yeah, well, I got the stepdaughter who's 23, and then the boy is 11, the girl is 12.
Gotcha.
And
The
then,
girl is the one. Your daughter. That's your daughter that wears the mask, right?
Yeah. She's obsessed with masking.
I know.
Forever.
Dude, I've seen her on your stream like 5 times, and I've never seen her face. That's great.
Well,
That's
it was
awesome.
when I had her on when I was interviewing Ken Bone. I had her on. She just was because she likes to dress up in she calls it cosplay or whatever. So she likes to dress up with these little wigs and stuff. So she sat in on the Ken Bone interview as a joke, just dressed up. It's like, oh, this is Mystery Pink Hair Girl, we called her, and and Ken Bone was like, oh, she's already my favorite. So whenever I talk about the show, she always goes, Ken Bone was my favorite. All the time she brings it up, she likes to get kicks out of it. It's fun, totally fun for her. And eventually, I mean, once I, I'm not going to be YouTubing forever. In 20, 30 years, they can just take over the channel and get that $500 a month I'll have coming in and retire. So it'll be good.
That's right. They can take over the channel, and maybe the channel actually start taking off at that point.
Right. They can actually
like, I got this 30 years from now. You're like, I got this up to fucking 788 subscribers. You guys fucking run with it. Right?
if 20 years from now I'm just now hitting 788, you'll be see me hanging from a bridge in a fucking Jake Paul video because I will not be liking that. That's great. Did Sam come up yet? Sam, if you're still coming up, join us, man. Join the party. Twisted Art Lady from I think wherever Lone Star lives, Texas. I think it's in Texas.
I can't even see the chat.
Oh man, I really worked my ass off last night trying to hook the two Chads up. I started out probably wading in waters I shouldn't, so I fucking backed it up, and then I fucking drove back in a different angle. It worked out pretty well, but I think I'm telling you, man, we're gonna get these two. We're gonna get them. We're gonna make the match. We gotta.
I mean,
we gotta
it
get
makes sense. I mean, they're both named Chad, and they both have very similar lifestyles. It's pretty.
Similar lifestyles, similar channels, same names.
They're literally almost the same person, dude, just different bodies, man, for real.
Chadio can send Chad one of the cats, and that's it. It's a lock, And then I told them they should they get beers. They fucking they could just pick styles and pick locally, and then fucking review together at the same time or whatever. You can do the Two Chadio podcast. I mean, live streams and shit. I'm telling you, man. Chadio is interested. I think I got Chadio in on the idea. He seemed very interested in it.
Lone Star's a little bit. He's probably a little. He's not the most committal person I've noticed. Like he's. I'm trying to find a way to word not to make him sound like a dumbass. Right? But like when I don't know. He's not the biggest risk taker. There's a good word. He's not. He's like very, very calculated with his life. Like he wants to do things like he wants school and then a job and then this. Like he would just go and he's past the point of his life where he can just do whatever he wanted to do for no reason whatsoever. You know what I mean?
I got on him the other night, man. I wish you were there. It was a good time. We were talking about something, and there was two people on panel, and he was like, "You two should hook up, and fucking, you could do this for them, and you could do this for you, and this and that." And I'm just sitting there, and I was like, "You know what, man? You pull that fucking move a lot on people. You know that? When you fucking try to negotiate other people's business." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Oh, you just did. You can do this for you, and you do this for you." Or like, you tell me to 20 different people, you should collab with this person. You should collab with that person. You should collab with this person. I'm like, you're always trying to fucking work your way into someone's fucking business, work your way into somebody's channel. I'm like, meanwhile, you're just fucking kind of sitting around doing fucking after party live streams for other people's fucking shows. I'm like, what the fuck, Bear? He's like, well, what do you mean? I was like, from now on, all I want to hear out of you is, hey, why don't you and I do this? Hey, why don't I do this for you and you do this for me, or vice versa? I'm like, I want you to stop promoting yourself and stay the fuck out of everybody's business. And he's like, oh, yeah, okay.
Squirrel, sometimes you got to call it, you know what I mean? It's charity with clarity. You know what I mean?
I do that once in a while. I'll call it out.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Sometimes you got to call it. Good to see our brother back here again.
Yep. Now I'm going to be off work for 3 months with no income because I can only go on medical leave insurance for so many weeks, and then that's it.
That sucks. Jesus.
Well, it's because of the license I hold. No driving for 3 months. Have to go in for a reassessment, and then get cleared to go back driving, which takes another month after that. So
you're class
4
A
months
driver,
off.
Right? Class A,
yeah.
Is that what they caught up there too? Yeah.
Yep, Class A.
Yeah.
Now, what's the deal with NAFTA and driving into Mexico? Can you take any load into Mexico if you want? Have you ever been to Mexico with a load?
I've never gone to Mexico.
He's in Canada. He wouldn't go across the United States to fucking Mexico. That's not.
I don't know how the laws work. I'm sure obviously he goes back in the United States all the time and Canada all the time. I don't know.
Yeah, we do. There are a lot of Canadian trucking companies that go right through the states, right into Mexico.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Yeah.
I never would have believed that. I not believed it, but I never would have thought that. I would have thought that they would ship to America. America would ship it down. I just didn't think that they would use a whole country as a cut through. It's kind of. That makes sense, I suppose. You go from one country to the next, why not just go to the next?
Well, you got three countries on one North American continent.
Right.
All right, we get Mexican drivers over here too, from Mexico.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Yep, that's what you call a long haul.
Sad to say I can't hang with the squirrel. What are you talking about? I'm
So,
not gonna hang with the squirrel.
Is
She has
that
two.
Janice?
Oh,
She has
That
a
was
vaccine.
Janice?
She's getting a booster, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
that's awesome. Good.
Oh,
Terry, man, what's up, buddy?
oh,
Man, in the house.
Hey, Terry.
hey.
It's good, man. I like that.
Good luck, Janice. I hope you have no side effects. And not many people have actually had side effects. I don't think. Just the
There's been
ones
so
that
negligible.
the ones that do have the side effects after they get the second shot, they cry so fucking loud. Everybody thinks everybody's gonna be fucking die after the second one.
Right. And in reality, it's like these. I mean, if you look at the statistics, the vaccine is statistically one of the safest things ever come out in the United States ever. You know what I mean? So
It's not even a vaccine. It's just a fucking medical experiment. You know what I mean? I haven't taken it. You know what I mean? Good luck to anybody that has, and bad luck to anybody that hasn't. But no, I haven't taken no jab, no shot, no nothing.
Neither have I. But it's going to be mandatory. Sooner or later, they're going to make it mandatory for everybody to do it.
That's the one thing I was worrying about. Just what you mentioned there now. If my job where I work, make it mandatory, like you said, and force it upon the individual. But as I stand at the moment, no jab. You know what I mean? I've never had a flu shot in my life, which it means nothing. You know. No, I Russian roulette.
I live in the state of Massachusetts. They just passed a law 3 days ago that says that employers can. It wasn't the state that passed. It wasn't the state. It was a change in policy, is what it was through the fucking the Human Rights Committee or whatever it is. The people who set the rights you have to give your employees and what liberties and what rights the employer has. Those people, and they said that employers have the right to make it mandatory that their staff be vaccinated, and they can. Yeah, and they can let so if they change their policy tomorrow and say you have to be vaccinated within the next 30 days, if you refuse, they can fire you, and then they can just automatically make it going forward a prerequisite. You won't be hired unless you have the vaccine. So
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, so that goes right against HIPAA laws because you have to show them the card that you got the vaccine. So it's infringing on your medical rights.
Yeah.
Massachusetts. Well, I don't think it's just Massachusetts. I think that's federal. That's like the Human Rights Committee or whatever, and they ruled in favor of the employers. The employers can do that if they want. So,
well, there's already a few trucking companies here in Canada that are requiring all drivers to have their shot.
Yeah, well, I mean,
so.
if it works and it's the right thing to do, then I think that they should be maybe not requiring, but at least asking, because you're going into so many different areas. They're afraid of the travel. You know what I mean? That's like, remember how you had to quarantine for so long if you traveled anywhere for a little while? I think that's the part that they fear, and maybe not make it mandatory, but make it like, hey, we'd prefer you to be vaccinated, but whatever. I don't know.
But you know what? Think about it, just like you mentioned earlier on. It's another strain of the flu.
Yeah.
Why take a Bill Gates fucking jab? You know what I mean? For population control. You know what I mean? Why take that risk? You know what I mean? I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? As I said, just 30 seconds ago, a minute ago, my main concern is if my job try to force me to take it. But, other than that, I'm not taking no fucking jab for nobody. You know what I mean? No experimental jab. I don't believe in it. You know what I mean?
The jab. I love how it adopted that name.
Yeah, I'll never call it a vaccine. It's
What's up?
Joining us live from the Lone Star State, home of Lone Star Beer Reviews, is Twisted Art Lady. Welcome to the party, Sam. How are you?
How you doing, Twisted? Good to see you.
I'm good.
Hello, Sam. How you doing? Sam, we're trying to work on getting Chad and Chadio to do like a channel together. What do you think?
Hanging the Chads. Hanging with Chads.
The Hanging Chads.
The Hanging Chads. It's
The
so,
Hanging
it's such a perfect-
Chads.
It's such a perfect name, man. The Hanging Chads, bro. I dig it.
Hanging Chads, or you can call them the Swinging Chads, or whatever.
You're frozen on time.
Are they in here or y'all just talking about them?
Probably
much just talking about him.
Lone Star was here earlier. He probably passed out, or he's doing after.
I was on stream with both of them last night trying to talk them into it. I think I got Chadio talked into it. I think we just got to kind of pull Lone Star around on the idea. Think about
might happen. Who knows? Who knows? So, how was your night? What'd you do tonight, Twisted? Would you go out, or did you just stay in the house, or would you take the dog?
I stay in the house every day.
Okay. Would you have you done a stream in a couple weeks? I haven't seen you in a minute.
No, I haven't. I kind of took a little break, like a vacation.
the YouTube vacation. Everyone
I couldn't do that. I'm way too spastic. I even ran my show on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Day. I couldn't not do a show.
I'm pretty spastic myself.
Bobby dropped out.
Oh, Bobby! If you wanted to come back, Bobby, let me know. She might have to go to the bathroom or something. Who knows?
How was that?
Yeah, I hear a squeaky door.
All right, there's Bobby back.
That's Bobby.
I heard a
Okay. I just went poof.
That's what Joey said. He said you might have had to go poop.
Yeah.
I almost told him a story when he said that.
That was a quick poop.
2 minutes, flop and flop.
I
like
don't
a
know.
torpedo. You only got to wipe once or twice, and you're good to go.
I don't know what you guys call it out there in Ohio, but we call it taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. That's what we call it. We have to go to the bathroom.
Super Bowl this year, so we call it. I call it because I was in the service. I call it a combat offload.
Hey, Squirrel. What we used to call it in Ireland years ago is the quickest spelling for diarrhea was D-I-D-I, 2 farts and a splash.
Wow.
I had one buddy. He used
Not
to
lovely.
He used to say, "I'm going to go press mud."
Such a charming discussion.
Yeah, we over in Canada, we just call it. Yeah, what's the matter with you? Yeah, I got the shits.
Yeah. I like the people that have to kind of explain it to you. You know, they're like it's not really like liquid shit. It's more like gravy train. There's a lump there every few feet. You know.
Well, you know it.
Or you got the people that are they got diarrhea so bad they're literally just like shitting out stomach acid. So you know their asshole hurts really bad, and they're like, "I'm pissing out my ass." Well, I know how your ass feels. Then, if you're pissing out your ass, that's all stomach acid, pretty much, and your butt gets fucking hurt.
That's why when we say we got the shits, we cover fucking everything.
It just covers all the bases. Yeah. Down here in America, we say we got the Hershey squirts. I've heard that before.
see, it's Canadians. We don't fuck around with anything. What's the matter with you? I got the shits, motherfucker.
Fucking the Hershey
I
squirts.
call it a lot of things. I love poop jokes. It's maybe my favorite thing.
What's your favorite thing?
Poop jokes and poop puns.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like
it's my favorite thing, maybe.
This has been my favorite joke with my kids lately. I say knock knock. And you're supposed to say
Who's there?
Europe.
Europe who?
It's the final countdown.
I'm a poo? So I said to my kids, I'm like, I'm a poo?
Now, Sam, has your son ever taken an upper decker in your toilet? Has your boy ever taken an upper decker in one of your toilets? Do you know what an upper decker is? Yeah, an upper decker is where you shit in the top part of the toilet. So you shit in the top. You shit the top part of the toilet. You shit where the ball float is.
Scratch the bowl.
Right. Let's still water up there, so you can still shit up there. It's called an upper decker, but nobody ever does it because it's kind of gross.
It's disgusting.
It's totally disgusting.
Why would you?
That's why That's why the Turks are the greatest.
Pinch off a loaf. Brian Murphy's right. That's another one. Pinch a loaf.
Pinch a loaf.
They got the side by the bowl flusher.
No, you get or the other one is fucking brown snake stuck in the fucking tunnel.
A turtle head poking out. Yeah. So my dad. So I don't know. I hope I don't know. I don't know if anybody else's dad was ever like this, but my dad was always like, he always had like the same two fucking jokes, and he would tell them every time he'd see, he'd tell the same jokes, and one of them would always cycle through he'd change it up, but the one that maintained the same since I was like 8 would be, he would be like, "Hey, did I ever tell you about the constipated mathematician?" And then he would say, "Yes." Usually we'd be like, "Yeah," because we've heard the
He
joke
didn't give a
before.
shit.
He didn't care. And then he would deliver the punchline. He would say, "He worked it out with a pencil." And so, so I was living in Florida.
I'll be right back again.
This gets better. I hope it does anyway. So I was living in Florida, and my dad called me up one day, and I answered the phone, and I was like, "What's up?" And he's like, "How you doing, buddy?" I'm like, "Doing good, man." He's like, "Hey, did I ever tell you about the constipated mathematician?" And before I could say anything, he was like, "You worked it out with a pencil." And I shot right back with, "Well, then it must have been a number 2 pencil." And he was like, "Oh, I've been telling that joke for years." I'm like, "I know you have." And he's like, "Oh, the number 2 pencil. That's hilarious." So I was like, "Listen, it is funny. It's funnier than your actual joke. But don't fuck up the delivery on me, man." Dude, like 6 months later, my old man calls me up and he's like, "Did I ever tell you about the constipated mathematician that had the number 2 pencil?" I'm like, "What? Are you fucking up this joke, bro? I made your joke better, and now you're fucking it up." He couldn't deliver it right, so I told him he wasn't allowed to use it anymore.
When I first started the VA, I worked in the geriatrics clinic as like a check-in clerk, and there was this one old vet. He was like probably 82, 83, whatever, and he would come in the same joke. Every person who would walk into the clinic, he would tell it to. He goes, "I bet you I know where you got your shoes." The person would be like, "I don't know." "On your feet," and he would say it all the time. He fucking 10 times. Oh my god, it was nauseating. Here's the feet joke guy coming in hot.
Dude, one of my cats is eating the other cat's ass right now. I've never seen this.
Oh my god.
That's how they
They're
communicate.
Oh, my dog does that all the time to the other dog.
He's in it. He's in there, man. Like fucking, he's in there like swimwear right now. Oh yeah. Wow, look at him. He's in there. I got pictures. This is great. All right. Look at the orange cat's like, "Yeah, brother. Get yourself in there. Get you some. It's all right." He's face deep in my cat's ass right there. Face deep in there.
My boy dog is the nastiest thing ever.
And then the orange cat like starts licking his head every couple seconds to let him know he's doing a good job, and he stops and waits. And when he's done licking his head, he's going back in again. It's like a buffet. Yeah. What is going? No, they're not crying. They're both pretty happy about it, actually.
What you need to do is
one of them's pretty happy.
Superimpose some heads of people that we know onto each of those cats.
I know two guys whose heads I would put on those cats.
Exactly. You get the tracks I'm laying down right now. Fucking
I do. I know what you want. I know what you want. You want me to take 2 heads and put them on those heads.
Exactly. If people we know.
If we're on the same wavelength, I think you want me to do you and Lep, right?
No.
I got that wrong.
Although I think that's coming in though. So squirrel is into cat porn, Lex Tuck says.
Oh,
can you confirm or deny?
I am right now. I am right now, man. This is some hot action going on over here. This never happened until the orange cat has been fixed for a little while. The black cat we just got fixed 2 weeks ago. He didn't start eating ass until we got him fixed. So I think he's
cornball.
I think he's non-binary now. That's what I think.
He's just trying to live his best life.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now we're back into the non-binary kitty cats.
Only for you, buddy. Only
I
for
know
you.
when I got fixed, I started doing all kinds of stuff. Anyway.
Yeah, see?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Once I got fixed, I was the same way. So I mean, I can't really blame these kittens. I mean, they're just doing things that fixed people do, man. I mean, at the end of the day, once you're fixed,
Right.
there's no accountability. You can just do whatever you want in life, you know. So
I got fixed. I
Right.
got fixed 4 years ago, and I started humping the neighbor's dog. So that was weird.
Right.
I'm still trying to quit.
well, that's you know how you stop you stop a dog from humping your leg. You pick it up and start sucking its dick.
Yeah, right. Well, that's the best way to do it.
He'll stop real quick.
Every time I see my neighbor, he's like, "How come you keep trying to talk me into getting a female dog?" I'm like, "Well, never mind."
Like I don't blow that way, bro. I just want something, you know.
I was never fixed, and I never will be fixed.
Yeah, we know. You don't trust anybody. I understand, man.
Not at all. Not at all.
I'm not getting fixed. The government might put a microchip in my nutsack.
Who knows? Yeah, who knows? No. They're no fixer for me. You know, I'm a man for all that and all that. And
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if it's that bad of a thing. It's not like with like a dog and a cat, they cut them and the balls shrink up and they just die. The balls
They remove
die.
the whole balls, yeah, the whole
Yeah,
fat.
everything. The dick don't work no more. It's just a pea stick, With men, they cut a tiny little fucking thing. They cut the bottom of the scrotum. They cut this little fucking line.
The vast difference.
Yeah, they cut that. They sew you back up, and that's it, man. And then your balls get black and blue for a couple days.
the man becomes sterilized.
Yeah, but I mean, like with me, I got 5 fucking kids, man. I can't afford to, and it's not fucking not responsible of me to keep bringing more kids in this world. I got 5 kids.
Yeah, but it's a blessing. You have 5 kids.
Of course, it's a blessing. I love my kids, but I don't. Yeah. We made the decision we didn't want to bring any more. Yeah. Well, come fucking pick them up one day, man. Come hang out. Come pick them up. Take them out for the day. You're welcome too.
Yeah, but you know what? That's a vocation in life. I wish I had 5 kids. I have one son. He's 24 years old. You know what I mean? But
yeah, but it's easier for the man to get fixed than for the woman.
100%. Yeah, if you honestly, that's a very good point. Toyman just said, if you're out there and you're in a committed relationship and you're the guy, you should really do your wife a solid and get it done to yourself, because it's a lot easier for us than it is for them. Because for the woman, it's like they got to remove whole organs and shit. It's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? So for us, it's like a 5-minute clip and snip, and we're sitting on our balls, with ice on there watching basketball for a couple
And
weeks.
it messes women up.
It does, man. Some chicks
It actually messes women up hormonally. Like it messes our hormones up forever.
Yeah. If you don't want any more kids there, guys, then get your dick fixed.
Yeah, I mean,
give the woman a break,
You know what? Go with the rhythm. Go with the rhythm.
We sound woke as fuck right now. This is the wokest this show will ever be right about now. But that's definitely being responsible as a male if you're out there in a committed relationship. Now, if you're out there and your relationship's kind of sketchy, you don't really care, you want to get some other chick pregnant later in life, whatever. Okay, then you delay the issue. Don't talk about it, shit like that. But if you're being committed, do your wife a solid for this Father's Day.
Joey's totally he's totally mansplaining this to us.
Yeah.
Hey, a man has to mansplain other shit to other men, because a woman can't mansplain shit to us. I don't even know what mansplaining really is. What does that even mean? I don't know.
It means we talk. That's what it fucking means. Oh, he talks. He's mansplaining.
Explaining like a man.
Yeah.
Like a man.
Take it like a man and go get your nuts snipped. and just think, guys, and just think to all the men going, well, no, I don't want no one to touch my nuts. Just think, once they're snipped, you can fuck as much as you want, and no repercussions.
You can pop with impunity, bro, anywhere you want, bro.
You're still gonna get off. It's just that you're just gonna be shooting blanks.
And you smoke a lot more weed after you get it done too. Let me tell you, a lot more weed. Like before I had it done, I never really smoked weed, and after I got done, man, I'm like fucking Snoop Dogg's tour bus up in this bitch. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's really
Well,
crazy.
ain't no snipping being done for me. That's for sure.
Oh, we know.
I'll, if I remain single for the rest of my life or whatever, there ain't no snippers being done. What will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good Beatles tune. I like that one.
Yeah. I ain't fine.
Will be. I don't know.
The LA Clippers have beaten the Utah Jazz and are advancing to the Western Conference Finals. For those of you wondering.
That's not me.
Those of you in the UK probably don't know what that means, but the earlier riveting tie of 0-0 from Scotland.
Or if you're
awesome, yeah.
Is that what it ended up being? Was 0-0 tie at the end?
Fucking 0-0 tie because I saw I think it was Spice and Easy was live and there somebody was doing Kent Beer Reviews, Craig up there, and he was doing a after show, and they said Scotland England after show, and I looked up the score because I wanted to sound like I was relevant, and I went on there. I was like, this is really a 0-0 fucking tie. I thought this was like a big tournament. How do you have a 0-0 tie in a giant tournament like that? I don't even know.
I don't know either. No fucking idea. All I know is when it comes to basketball, any self-respecting American doesn't watch that either, but that's fine. I mean, it's kind of fucking shitty.
And I never said I had self-respect. I'm just watching this because
That's
whatever.
true. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, at this point, LeBron's out of the tournament, so I can.
That's the same. That's the same thing people say when they get caught listening to like fucking Backstreet Boys while they're working in their garage. Oh, I was just listening to this because whatever.
I just came on the playlist. It's whatever.
Backstreet, yeah.
Backstreet.
You go over and pick up your fucking iPod and you got your garage music playlist going. Like, I think you purposely put this here. It's not good. Not so sure. All right, I'm gonna fucking leave. I'm out.
Yeah, I was just about to say we're getting to that point. We're gonna call it, but next week join us live at 9:30 Eastern, 2:30 Greenwich Mean Time because we're having a Buff Bagwell, legendary wrestler. And let me tell you, this dude's a hot mess. So that you're gonna want to catch this show. This dude's a nice guy, real nice. I couldn't get him off the phone. He loves talking about himself. So this is gonna be this will be a long one too. I'm gonna try to get him on the phone and get him out there. He said he'll talk about crime. He don't give a fuck. He made that quite clear. He wants to talk about shit like that. So come in hot with the questions next week. And then in 2 weeks, we got Siobhan Fallon Hogan. She was she's an actress. She was Elaine's roommate in Seinfeld, and she was also the bus driver, Forrest Gump. And then on July 8th, we have Shadow Stevens from Hollywood Squares. That's a special night. We're going to do it on a Thursday. So we got some bangers coming up, man. Be sure to subscribe, tell your friends, tell your kids. You know, if you got more than one account on YouTube, don't subscribe more than that because it'll cancel it. But if your kids got separate Google accounts, do that. Tell your people at work. Tell your girlfriend at work. Don't if your wife probably has the same phone, tell your girlfriend.
Tell all the snippers.
Spread the love. And give Toyman give Toyman's Bar and Grill some love for bringing some people over tonight. If you Brian Murphy and a couple of guys out there, you subscribe to Toyman's Bar and Grill. Give him some love, and Tony, give Squirrel some love too, man. Hey, look, Squirrel.
Yo, Mr. Squirrel.
Oh yeah, he's got 9,000 subs and everything. But thanks for coming, everybody. Appreciate everybody who came out. Hobo, Bobby from Philly. Who else was here earlier? Lep was here. Thanks to Lep. Thanks to Bobby.
I was leaving before you started fucking talking. I'm leaving before.
All right.
Let's go.
We love you guys.
Thanks for having me up there, Joey. No problem.
Heck yeah, brother. And be sure to subscribe and get infected. We'll see you next week, guys. All right. Talk to you.
Bye.